Alright. Lighting is okay. Alright. So, because I don't be liking how I look when I first start off and I just be looking around and like waiting on people. So, today, we are going to talk about I had asked y'all to like give me questions last night, and Ryder came through with the questions. So this is my guest, TJ, and he's gonna be talking on behalf of the men. So I'm gonna need y'all to like ask questions and all type of things like that. So all right, this is the first question. Why do you feel like men take longer to mature than women? Or do you think men take longer to mature than women? All right, I'm gonna answer first. I think I think men are just, they don't mature till they like hurt a lot of people. So I think their maturity comes from experience, not so much of age. And like I feel like they gotta like go through a lot of stuff, or like then they be like, oh yeah, I didn't already had all the hoes, I don't want hoes no more, like, you know. So it's kind of like, you know, it doesn't really come with age. Maturity just comes with experience, on my perspective.
Okay, I believe that it's not necessarily gender specific either, because just as many immature men there are just as many immature women. It's just more immature women talking about those immature men. So, in my opinion, the maturity, like you said, is based on the experience. It's based on the experience. So, and I do think a lot of men mature faster than women.
That's a lie.
Only because of if you're talking about from a black community, from the situations that we're put in at an early age, it's just that they don't give a fuck to or care to show their maturity. You know what I'm saying? They do what they want to do.
All right. So, is it possible to love two women at the same time? Okay, Keanu.
Is it possible to
Is
love
it possible to love
women
two women at the same
at
time?
the same time?
Ladrell, please. That's not
Oh
facts.
man, in my opinion, oh,
I think
yeah.
that it's impossible to be in love with
In
two
love?
people. No, he just said love, but I'm just saying.
Love, yeah, multiple. In love, you can love about 8 of them at one time if possible.
What?
Hey, yeah, it's
No.
possible. I can love a couple of y'all all the same. I promise you, and you'll never miss a beat.
Oh, so you a dog.
No, I just,
Hey,
that's
oh,
men. No, look, to this but in love though, no, and half of y'all don't really be in love. Y'all think y'all is.
How you know them people probably is in love?
Yeah. They may be, some of them, but everybody not.
Okay, so he said, what age do you feel is the best to settle down? I don't think it's an age, because I really believe that like you could be with somebody for like 5 years and you never get that feeling of like, I can see myself spending the rest of my life with you, and you could be with somebody for 2 months and be like, oh yeah, like, so I don't really feel like it's an age or it's like a time limit on it. I just think it's just the vibe, and it's just like the understanding and like just the relationship like as a whole or whatever.
Right. I completely agree.
So would you stay in a relationship because of kids, or do you think that kids can make a relationship last?
They can, but what I know,
How you know?
well, I can't really tell you, in my opinion, what I would do, because I don't feel like that would stop
Happiness
me.
over history. Portrait snap.
Yeah, right. I agree with that. But in my opinion, I believe I wouldn't, but I don't know for sure because I ain't never been in that position. But I don't think kids will make me stay.
I think a lot.
Kids don't stop you from being a father.
It's I think too, like, it's harder. Like, you can judge it by. I think it's harder when you in that situation. I think kids do make you stay, and they can make you stay, especially like if you used to like a certain lifestyle with your kids. If you used to like always having, you know, all y'all under one roof, and then you feel like things might change if you leave, or like you're not gonna be able to see them like that, or like you know some baby mama shit. If you're not with them, you can't take care of your kids.
Well, I guess that's why men leave, because men, I think in the opinion of a man, they feel like I'm gonna be a dad regardless. So I get
She said, I think it depends. Kids can make everything better, and then it's not. But I don't know. Yeah, I think like just because you be moody, like one day you really want to leave, and then like and your baby dad or boyfriend come home, and then like your kid is like all happy and shit, like you don't want to take that happiness away from them. And then I also felt like like you just teaching your kid to be somewhat because of something, like your happiness don't matter. Like if your kid's of age, like and like you really want to get a divorce, and like you just stand because of the kids, like that's just basically telling them that it's okay to settle, even when you're not happy. So I think it's like you kind of gotta look at it both ways. But one question was like, do you think that like females nowadays are worth settling down with as far as like marriage, and because the dude feel like music just mess females' heads up, like city girl shit, hot girl shit.
And yeah, but see, I don't like that though, because at the same time, I can say that about dudes too. Music mess dudes' heads up. Everybody won't be something that they not. Slime, whatever, like that. For real. A lot of dudes imitate stuff that they like. That ain't even for you. It's not that you gotta prove that you hard or you something. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they hustling, selling drugs, that ain't for everybody. That is not a craft that everybody's supposed to be doing. Like, no, if you've been selling grams, like, man, it's 2 years, you still selling grams? That's not for you. Go do something else. Like, that's just what we exposed to, because all we do is listen to the music and we follow that social media scene. Women do the same thing too. So is it?
And I think like society make us feel like we have to be a certain way or look a certain way, or like that's why you get these people who like going under the knife and getting their body done, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, they want to look a certain way. But I just wanted to answer them questions, so now we're about to get to the nitty gritty. So why do you think that, or what you think why do you think, like, what's the turning point in a nigga like being a dog? We want to know that. Like, why when one female hurt y'all just be like, oh, it's payback for everybody, like, but y'all can hurt 1,000 females and
it's really a two-way thing, if you won't keep it honest.
Well, we talking about men.
No, I'm not talking about female. I'm talking about it's a two-way thing with a man. All right, the first time you get hurt, that's with any person. Your trust broke. You know what I'm saying? And you take that everywhere. Like, if somebody jack you one time doing something, you gonna think about that every time you go to the store. If you work like as a Circle K register person and somebody robbed the store, every job you have at a gas station, you will forever think somebody gonna rob you. So, but when you got a person who go cold-hearted and they just like, F everybody, the more stuff you do, that makes your trust like that much harder to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
So like when y'all fuck bitches, wives and stuff like that.
Correct. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, if you'd have done that before, then like, or some dudes that had the finesse to, to have sex with somebody's wife, or some of them niggas just, they get it how they get it. But if you'd have done that before, every time you think about marrying a girl, I promise you don't think about that. For
like
real.
In the back of your head, like, shit, she might be one of them. Yeah,
man, you was texting her while she was at work. Like, if you not thinking about that, something wrong with you. Like, you really is.
Okay, so at what point do you like put those thoughts aside and just be like, okay, well, I was fucked up at that time. Like, I played a part in that too. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
at what point do you feel like it's time to really just be like, man, I ain't being a dog no more. Like, I didn't hurt too many people. I'm hurting myself in the process. Because I think that's what people don't understand. Like, when a nigga be dog, or a female be dogging, like, you know, you go through that little whole stage and you fucking everybody, like, a part of you, a piece of you is, like, left with that person. If you give your body to somebody, like, every time you doing that, like, your soul is intertwined and locked with that person. So when you do want to, you know what I'm saying, like, shake back and get right and not really do all that, like, you know, it's just like it be to a point where, like, damn, I don't got nothing to give myself now. Like, you know, I didn't give it to everybody, you know. Right. Like, so I just feel like men just harbor on and, like, let stuff, like, men just have that excuse, like, you know. And then you got your homeboys. That's cool to be a hoe, like, with your homeboys, like, everybody, you know what I'm saying, like, congratulate, oh, my dude got buku hoes, like,
it ain't just the dudes doing that.
Yes.
It ain't,
females be like, girl, you need to slow down, girl.
I'm saying it ain't just the dudes making other dudes feel like that. Like, think about it. Half of the women out here, that's what they like. It don't matter what they say come out their mouth. If you didn't like that, you wouldn't be in them situations. You know what I'm saying? But y'all still in them situations.
But some niggas portray a certain type of thing.
They do. But yet, we are still in...
He said women are cold-blooded.
They are.
No. People
Are cold-blooded.
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely. That is not gender
Hey,
specific.
TT Chelsea. But yes, I feel like people in general, like, we harbor on to pain and we, like, bring our previous pain into every present relationship, or, like, relationship meaning, like, friendship, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, like, any type of thing. You know, yeah, because some men create their own trust issues. We know there's more than one way to skin a cat, so we know what's possible going forward. Right, but you could be, just because, I feel like this, I don't care what nobody say, before you get in a relationship with somebody, whether it's a female or dude, you know, like, it's certain shit about that person, like, they gonna have whole tendencies. You can't hide that. Right. Like, whether it's somebody, you know, they always
have something going on.
They gonna have something going on. But men be so blinded by the physical appearance, they just want to fuck. So, you know, when they see a fine female, they just be want to fuck. So then when, you know, y'all get attached and now y'all had it, like, she acting the same way she was acting before. Right. So now y'all want to blame that on women.
Just expecting for something that wasn't never there.
Right, but then y'all be, oh, well, she was a hoe, she dogged me. But you knew that girl was like that before. And that's the same thing with females, too. Like, you know that nigga was a dog before. You know that you took him from his old lady. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but niggas be...
It's a circle. Ain't no but. Because just as many dudes do it, as just as many females do it. Like,
yeah, but I feel like females is more prone to, like, oh, girl, he wasn't shit, girl, on to the next nigga, and they don't really hold that.
More prone to hiding it. And niggas ain't out there saying, oh, she did that. Well, they doing it now because they different. These dudes, and that's why, like, the dudes say the rap music, like, they different. That's not...
I don't know. I just feel like men just always, like, it's never like a stopping point for men. Like, you know, like, they'll dog every female.
Because that's what the world has accepted it. It's not just the man's fault. Think about it. That's what's promoted everywhere. Like, females promoted. Y'all, not you, but females go to shows like, no, oh, I'm finna do this to him one night just cause. Like, that man probably got a wife at home.
Well, that's his wife, baby. They ain't my wife.
But see, the world promoted. You know what I'm saying? Like, the situation with Lil Baby, when everybody was saying he made the statement saying he was never in love, and everybody was mad, like, oh, he bought that girl all this, she gave him all that money for his birthday. Like, this dude been rapping in every song talk about however many females. He ain't talking about her in every, like, you know what I'm saying? He been telling y'all this. So what make y'all think that it's something different?
I think people confuse, like, in love with love, like,
most definitely.
You know, so I think when he said, like, I'm not in, did he say in love, or he said I don't love? No, he said I don't love no female.
He never been in love before.
No, I don't think that. I think he said I don't love no female. I think that was the thing. And Tremont, that's just a song, so that do not count. He talking about just like that K Michelle song, Love 'Em All. But, but, yes, I just feel like it's, and then I be feeling like these men be having, like, I talked about this yesterday on live, like how these men mamas be making them feel like they so entitled to everything. Like they feel like, you know, oh, my mama cooked for me every day when I was a child, so you gotta cook. No, nigga, that's your mama. I'm not your mama.
Hey, but look though, this is the thing. That's the same thing a dad do for their daughter.
But niggas don't do shit that a daddy do.
But they don't. But they supposed to. And you right. all require, when you got a proper daddy, if you met a girl who had a daddy that did that, like, man, my daddy do this, my daddy, like, you ain't just finna do no anything with her unless she just toe up like that. You know what I'm saying? But,
she got higher standards.
Her standards is different because of stuff that her daddy did to her. Like, just the same way a mama. It's just so happened that the household is more commonly found with a mama and a son than the daddy and the daughters. So you got less of that.
Yeah, but
and you got more men brought up by a quote-unquote strong woman because she was by herself.
That's definitely not true, Tremont. I do not. He said, to break it down, a lot of females can't handle being alone, so they move on to the next quickly. That's niggas. That's definitely men. No, that's more men.
That's both.
Because I feel like females, like, we can go by our homegirl house, like, you know, and we could just forget about you like that. Like, you know, our homegirl come sleep by us and keep us company. And you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of niggas, oh, baby, they got a point to prove. Like, they could have just been had sex yesterday. And if y'all break up or stop talking.
That's both.
No, it's men.
Yes.
Thank you. It's more men. That's more men, right? They do not like being alone.
That was a female that said that?
No, that was a man that said
right.
that.
Yeah, right. That's both. Whether they admit it or not, that's both. Yeah, men do it, but females do the same thing.
No, I think,
do
but
the same
right.
thing, bro. It just if the
I'm not just speaking for me. I'm speaking like for real. Like I feel like it's more men that do that. Like how many times have you ever experienced like the girl and the dude break up or whatever like that? Right. She says she believes it's both, but majority men. That's what I'm saying. It is both. But I think it's majority men. How many times have your homeboy come like, yeah, man, me and Alicia just broke up, man. I need to talk, man. Come over. No, nigga be like, shit, man, that hoe just broke up. Shit, I about to call another bitch right now. I got it like that.
So this is what I'm saying. You want me to tell you how many times a girl done called me, oh, my boy broke up with me? I can't explain that to you. I can't. That's going to be a lopsided answer from jump because I don't get the other side of the other view.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't make me answer that question. All I'm saying is I believe that one side is more publicized than the other. You guys are more sneakier or it's just not as vocalized. Men don't. They didn't start off saying everything y'all did, like just going about their business. They saying what they doing, yeah. But now you got men saying what the women doing because y'all hot girl summers and stuff.
Oh, weak. You know. He said men don't move on like that. They just go and fuck women looking for comfort. Oh, so you saying like with a heart, they don't.
Hey, and real talk, I can say that for a man, like. That don't mean nothing.
But that's
nah. It's a loyalty thing. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then they said, well, we might fuck, but men go into a full relationship. So y'all saying two different things. Tremont saying that men don't move on like that, as in like love. They just go looking to just have sex.
Men to do that. I get
and then
that,
she's saying like, no, we females just go on looking for sex, but niggas go get in a whole full on relationship.
No, niggas gonna bust everything down. Y'all go get
and then guess what? Men bust everything down, and then when y'all do get back in a relationship, y'all be embarrassed. We be embarrassed because they be like, oh girl, he just ate my pussy yesterday.
You know how y'all go straight into a relationship because you just got hurt, and then this quote unquote this nigga playing you left all the way to the field, like come finesse you and talk to you. Now y'all in love. Oh, he the right version, and then that's what happened to y'all for real. And it be heartbroke after heartbroke after heartbroke after heartbroke. You doing the same, letting the same type of nigga come to you. He just said something different. And then it got to they had to start saying something different because y'all got to posting all our lines on social media.
He said that dude smart.
Yeah.
No.
Get to posting all our lines on stuff on social media, so that's when men became creative. Yeah, they got the right.
No, I don't know. I do agree that it's both, but I think that men definitely like. I don't like no nigga that's been around. Just like niggas don't like no female that's been around. I don't want nobody to be talk like, cause we say we don't care what people say, but we do care. Like I ain't saying I care to a point where I'ma switch up everything, but I care. Like, you know, that's my image. Fuck, just like your mama used to be like, you go to school, you embarrassing me. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they look at you, if everybody know, if we public in a relationship and everybody know you my dude, when they look at you, they, you know, whatever you do is a reflection of me. So if you out here giving hoes outside dick and all that, like, baby, no, I don't want no nigga, like, no pass around nigga, just like y'all don't want no pass around female. But y'all try to, you know, make it sound sweet. Oh, I was just fucking her. She was just a quick little fuck and all that. But
listen,
you still gave her the best part.
Y'all. Look, loyalty is loyalty. That is true. But if a man ever, I ain't gonna say all of, but some of them niggas be lying, they get whipped by that coochie. That coochie is powerful. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen, all you men, for real, it's way more powerful than what you think. You think it's gonna be gone like 5 minutes later, and then you walk by something that look like her, and then you get that same feeling. That's why you don't understand. You can't do that. You can't just go sticking no anything, cause of that energy.
And I know y'all be sticking anything, cause I be looking at y'all baby mamas.
Oh, they do. People are loyal to
hoes.
That's
what she meant to say. Cause I know my friend.
It's really a trauma thing too, though.
Yeah, I spoke on
women do that too. They cling to whatever hurt them. I don't know why. Like a nigga punch you in your face and you stay there. Like, that's crazy.
But no, I talk about it's probably because I think it's like this, like when a nigga like abusive or like disrespectful, cause niggas do stick everything like they can't turn down pussy.
For real talk.
Yes.
Real talk. That's true.
Yes, cannot turn down nothing.
Real talk.
It's like the what you call that word?
Real talk.
Temptation.
Especially when they ain't never get it.
Oh.
When they ain't never get it, like if you was somebody that they, oh man, you going crazy. For real.
People are loyal to who they want to be loyal to regardless of gender.
Thanks.
It got niggas out here who more loyal to their homeboys who ain't never did nothing for them, can't call them for a Chinese nickel, and they'll dog a female out because it look cool to their homeboys.
Not just because it look cool to their homeboys, because when that female hurts you, it's gonna hurt worse than what it is when that nigga hurts you. When that female hurts you, it's gonna touch something that you talking about suicidal thoughts, all type of stuff. See, when a nigga hurts you, you just want to kill him. You can beat him up. It's a lot of stuff. When a girl hurts you, that's like the epitome of hurt. Like, that's something you get to going crazy. Real talk. That's a different level. So niggas don't want to feel that. They don't really want to let themselves get in that position. Like, especially if you done been hurt by your mama. Like, yeah.
And see, that's what I talked about yesterday. It's like we already. Well, okay, first of all, Trent said, I really think niggas just be fucking because they know they could, because I'd be looking like why and how. Right, like, ew, like, bitch, you literally went from a dime to a half a penny, bitch.
It's really like an animal instinct type thing. They just, it don't mean nothing. For real, it's better than their hand, and that's when they do. Yeah, that's it. Think about that. It's either their hand, especially if they done been to jail. That'll tell you a lot about what he touched. If he done been to jail before and he just bapping anything that look like, that'll tell you a lot about him.
Okay, so y'all, let me tell y'all something. Stop inboxing me, and I'm not interested. Damn. Fuck. These niggas, y'all be so bold. Like, but anywho, back to the conversation at hand. But I feel like men have, they have men that look for love, and other women, once they try so much and they done got hurt, they tend to look for love elsewhere. Like, that attention they lack in their relationship, they start to seek outside sources, same as women. That's for both. That's for both.
They say the same as women.
Right, that's for both. But I feel like this, men, and I can say this because I'm gonna speak on my experience in the plant. Men can have good wives, like, meaning good, I don't know how they treat them, but I'm saying as far as like everything taken care of, like you don't gotta worry about your kids. Only thing you gotta worry about when you get home is picking up the fork and eating and getting ready for
Social Security.
Right, they pay all the bills. You gotta give them the money, but they handle everything. But you will still go out there and get a female in the going out there with a female in a plant and mess over your wife, and you got a beautiful family at home, and then you say, oh, well, we just ain't right this. What? Y'all ain't gonna never be right.
And some of them just really be hurt when they when their wife find out and they leave. But like,
Yay!
I don't understand that part. Like, for real.
I feel like this.
I don't know.
He said a woman can do all that and still be doing her thing. I promise. Men.
Yeah, and they better at hiding it. Way better.
No,
way
men
better.
just sloppy because.
Way better. Women are way better at hiding it.
Yeah, they be lying. Hardly. She said, nah, that's facts. They don't give a fuck shaking my head, and they be lying anyway. So they're lying saying that they wife this and they wife that. Oh, we about to get a divorce. They always about to get a divorce. They always separated or something like that. Like,
first of all, why are y'all even entertaining somebody who?
Because you can have, but I'm saying you can have conversation with people, and they just come up. I've been in the plant for 12 years on God. I've had to stop a man from killing himself because of it. Oh.
She got that.
Ooh, she got that bomb. She got that bomb diggity. That sound like me. But for real though, like I feel like men is just like they just it's just in them. I think they just born with that look, that dog fucking.
You're right. It's called generational curses. Women too.
No,
yes.
Men more. I think women become hoes because women become hoes when somebody constantly hurt them. Men are already hoes. They just ready to get active. Yes.
What?
Yes.
What? You really?
I really believe that. Yes. Women become a whore when men constantly hurt them. And if they become a whore because if we talk about hoes, depending on...
Watch it. Do a vote. I want you to make a poll and do a vote and see how many men first lost their virginity to an older woman, which was technically molestation by their babysitter or something like that, and we the whole so that we just come out like that. Do a poll on that. And
look, let me tell you. I'm about to tell you right now. You know why I feel like men are already hoes? Because that's how you become a man. Like how many times have you heard even Boosie? We could say Boosie. Oh, I'm gonna get my son. I'm gonna make sure he ain't gay. I'm gonna let him. Have sex. But that's how men is. That's how people are.
I ain't lose mine till 17. I thugged it out.
No. All right. He said they gonna tell the next woman whatever she want to hear to get what they want, and some other women just be so dumb and gullible. No, that's not. I don't think that. I don't think that it just means. I think they be vulnerable.
Don't skip that one, Mr. Troy. Yeah,
a lot of females already hoes.
It was born in them. For real.
Okay, she said a soul connection is far beyond looks, money, and taking care of home. A man or a woman can have the total package at home and want nor need for anything. But if that soul connection is not there, it's over. They definitely fucking outside. Yes. Yeah. He talking about do the poll that dude talking about. Yep. But no, for real, I definitely believe that like. That's why so many people be in relationships and it's empty. Like we get married because the time or like you want to have a big wedding. Oh man, this time we've been together for 15 years, we gotta do something. Like what's the next step? Like I think that and y'all don't have a soul connection. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't never want to be with a man that I feel like the only reason why I'm with him because he can provide for me. Because once he can no longer do that, it's no love there, because that's what I fell in love with him on, what he could do for me. So
men marrying women who they can't have a conversation with.
Yes.
Don't do that.
And then that's when they step out.
That's when you start talking to other people and out because you get bored. And don't do that, bro.
Oh yes, society teaches men that it's okay to be promiscuous, and that shit is wiggity whack. Right. Period. I disagree. I was a thought from jumping. I never had a bad relationship, but I'm changed.
That's a woman.
Yeah.
But God delivered you. She is delivered.
And she's married. And I'm sure that brings them closer in a marriage, because that's why I hate when people say you can't turn a whore into a housewife. Yes, you could. Just saying, everybody, because you could just go through a whole phase. Like you could go through a whole phase, and then everybody do shit in their past.
Whoever that dude is just ain't got it like that, or he caught that hoe just in her peak wholeness. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a female that said that she was a thought.
No, I'm saying you say you can't turn no hoe into a housewife. either the dude ain't what he's supposed to be, or the girl just she at her peak right now.
He said, but I agree with you. A lot of people, men and women, become hoes due to lack of love growing up.
True.
All right, but even if you fucking outside of the home, that ain't a soul connection either. See, that's what I'm saying. They make it seem like it's okay that you do that. That's not right.
That's what happens. You fuck outside the house and home, and you catch a soul connection, and it's gonna rip your house apart.
That happens a lot. A lot of men lose their virginity to women who are way too old, and the sad part is it's more acceptable and not talked about. Yes, it's silence because it makes them seem right. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say that men are more exposed to being a hoe at an early age, because that's how I know you a man. That's how I know you ain't gonna be gay, because you fucking all, you know what I'm saying? You 12 years old, 10 years old having sex so I can know you not gay. No, we can do a poll on that.
I know
that's facts.
A lot of girls, I can name plethora of them who were molested or raped at young ages, and they just kept going. It was hoes, like, just from cold-blooded one too, like, for real.
Mumu said, just like I saw a post yesterday, a nigga can lay his head and heart at 2 different addresses. Oh, yes, but it won't be here.
Hey, whoever said that need to write that in a book or something.
Yes.
That was a good statement.
Men are much bigger hoes than women. This is coming from, I don't know who that is. Men just make it a big deal when those tables get turned and they can't take it way more personal. Hoes be a good housewife from what I see. I was screaming. My husband did everything a woman would want at a home and still wasn't happy because he was always at work. So I stepped out because I wanted the attention that my husband wasn't giving. I didn't wait for nothing. Wow, I believe that soon. Because but that's what I'm saying. A relationship cannot just be providing. It has to be a balance. Okay. Like, you have to, your husband, it's your job, it's your duty to give me attention, just like it's my duty to give you attention.
Okay, and all right, well, let's get deeper. Let's dig deeper. As a wife, it's your job to also, if you sat here and just explained to me that he was unhappy because of work, it's your job to help him find
she was unhappy because he was always at work.
All right, my bad.
Well, yeah.
This ain't, no, man, that still ain't no reason to step out. What you want?
Because she's saying that it's not about the material things. Like, he gave her everything. Like, she didn't have to want for nothing. But it wasn't that soul connection. Like, they didn't have that.
But what if he want for something? Why step out? Why not just leave? Y'all toxic, both of y'all.
Who?
Her and the dude that work a lot.
I agree with old girl up top. That's how it be when you work on the road. You have a woman at home, you're not always present. That happened to me twice. Why not communicate that you need the attention? I think they do. I think they do communicate, because I know I think it is a communication thing. Like, hey, like, you know, you've been working a lot. Like, I feel like we need to spend more time. And then you do that for a week, and then you go back to your old habits, because it takes longer than a week to break a habit. So you so used to being, so you're just like, okay, I'm gonna give her that. Like, damn, that wasn't enough attention.
Can I explain this? Especially a man at work. Like, if you got a man at work and he work, like literally work, and he trying to build something, like if you put dreams in front of man, like, unless he just a bum. Even drug dealers got dreams though, but if you put dreams in front of man, like, you got to really understand that's a different type of thing. Like, it's hard for a man to separate that attention, that effort that he putting into whatever he's doing to build his dreams or to provide for his family, to separate that. Like, it's assuming that your wife gonna be there or your girl gonna be there because I gotta go get this money. The first thing they gonna say is, what you want, a nigga that's gonna be at home all day?
But what I'm saying, it's the balance. Attention does not mean like all in your face every day. Attention mean like, if I know I'm working 7 days a week, I'm gonna send my wife some flowers. Attention mean I'm gonna acknowledge my wife, like, thank you for, you know, you've been doing so good with the kids. Like, thank you for cooking my favorite meal. Like, that's attention.
But they don't know how.
Women become hoes because they seek love and attention, and most times it starts from the home. They didn't have those emotional connections growing up, so they go looking for it elsewhere, and most times they don't love themselves enough to not be swapping souls. Please don't believe in those soul swapping, but that stuff is real. And also it comes from when they've been touched inappropriately growing up, so they feel it's normal. some women just hoes because they want to fit in too. They be fast at an early age, just seem cool. Women are cheeky creatures, especially with men, because women don't like to be told no. Oh, that's
True.
me. I just spoke on that.
True.
I don't like to be told no, but not as far as that. I'm talking about like I want what I want, so that's why I give it to myself. So
True.
even if a man do all that,
pull.
it still won't be enough for some women. Women get spoiled
spoiled.
fast. But I feel like this.
Y'all talk about a time thing. You know what I'm saying?
If you working that much, you got...
Y'all talk about a time thing. You talk about a marriage that we supposed to be together forever.
But I think I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, Tremont. How he worked before y'all got married.
It was no kids at home. We didn't have no kids, but he worked 7/16 for 5 years. That's too much. 7 days a week, 16 hours a day.
Well, what you trying
but
to
guess what?
What
And guess what? Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. What
he doing with it?
If you, I feel like this. If you working like that, baby,
man,
you working all them hours. I should
bills
have
paid. I bet your
But
house
that don't
was
matter
straight.
though. That's what she's
don't-
saying. That don't matter. All that is cool, fun, and dandy, but you're not present.
So-
How can I communicate with you if you're not present?
So look, check this out. Keep it G. Be honest. Would you rather be?
No, we shouldn't have to choose between a bummy lifestyle and an all the way good lifestyle.
This is what I'm saying. It's not our choice. Well, yes, it is, but it's not our choice. That's society choice. That's the only option he got to make that type of money if he ain't rapping or selling drugs. There's no other option to make that type of money. Like, nowhere else he can go make that type of money. He's not exposed to entrepreneurship or none of that. And he's probably too far along, if y'all got kids, to just quit his job and start trying to do something that's going to make some money. Like, there's no other option out here. The plants, like, that ain't nothing but a slave ship, man. To take you away from your doggone house forever, like, for money. That's the only place you can go get that. There's no other. What you want? If he quit that job or miss them days at that job and he quit to get fired from that job and he go get a regular job, your bills ain't gonna look the same.
That's what. Okay, this is right, Imani. I'm sure he had a bunch of vacation time. He could have given her some attention. That's what I'm saying. You working all them hours and you telling me no? It's no way.
If you telling me he worked 7 days a week,
16
hours a day for 5 years and y'all ain't take no vacation or none of that, that ain't just his fault. You should have opened your mouth.
That's what it is, Imani. They feel like long as they taking care of home, that's enough, and that's not a relationship.
It's not enough. But
it's not enough. But I'm saying that's what y'all feel like when y'all making. You just say you go your lifestyle. You want a lifestyle to where you can have what you want, and you know your bills straight and taken care of. You ain't gotta work for nothing. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Or do you want me to be at home and? Chose to say facts, CJ. I've been in a plan 12 years and I wish I could take it all back. His love language was different. Oh, yes, that's what I be trying to get me and my nigga to do. Talk about love languages. Being financially stable is important, but you want to share with your significant other. What's the point of having all this money if you can't spend it? That's how I look at it. What's the point of working hard like this when you can't? If you work hard, I want to be able to enjoy that. Cause what I'm working hard for what? And if I'm working like that and I'm making good money like that, it's no way that I can't take off for a year and enjoy that. It's no way.
Watch this. You're supposed to be able to do that, but life has put us in a position where you can't.
So if I'm working 7 days a week, 16 hours a day, and
in
even if I was making $10 an hour, all them hours.
How much money you got put up for you to say I could take off a year?
But that's what I'm saying. If you working consistently like that, constantly like that, 7 days a week, you probably have a fatigue day every 13 days.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, in a year, you should have to do that for a year. Bills is paid and all that. You should be able, if you working all them hours.
It sounds like we discovering another problem. They had budgeting or money problems.
Yeah, it
they
must
ain't
have
take
been.
no vacation or none of that like that. That if he's still trying to make money to meet ends meet or something, it's other problems. It ain't like.
Or y'all going to the casino or something.
Y'all spending
for them
money
hoes.
or something like.
Men are raised on the traditional, at least I'm taking care of home bullshit, and so much bigger than that. Correct.
No,
if you was buying her all kind of shit to get her, it should never stop.
If that home fails,
right, you should treat me how you treated me when you first got together. Okay, he working
Y'all
all
don't be the way y'all was when we first got together. Man, you know what I mean? Hair nuts and no hair nuts and no makeup and nappy head, bro. Man, don't ever come with that one. Like, no.
He looking like a dime when you first.
Man, you used to bust her up looking retarded. Now every time you bust up, she just rolling out the bed. That is not the same. Like, that's dead. No.
Oh my God. He didn't say.
That's all right. Don't even come at me with no first
God.
time. No, man, this life.
Oh my God.
Next.
No. I feel like I'm talking about as far as like you dating. Like you should always date your spouse how you did in the beginning. That's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about looks because we go get old, you go gain weight, you go lose weight and all that stuff. I'm not gonna look how it's if you have kids, you're not gonna look the same.
That's a little question. A lot of women feel like this. I know they do. A lot of women feel like they shouldn't have to tell a man nothing. Or assume that some stuff should already be included with this male package. Mm-hmm. You know, like how hard, like most women don't, you may do this, most women don't stress that to their partners, like real attention, or they don't even, and there comes another part, men marrying women that they don't know how to communicate with. They don't even know how to communicate, say, I need attention. Like, you just be mad and flashing and attitude. Man, that's aggravating. Nigga ain't trying to deal with that. On top of what you got to going on out here. Like, the memes and stuff when your girl mad, but all she want is dick. Like, no, we don't want to go through the mad part to have to figure that out. You got me guessing or assuming to communicate that. Like, if you need more time, give suggestions. Most males I ain't gonna give it no excuse, you got too much on your brain, but men think women have they think more down the road. Like, they think more
I think like me personally, like I feel like this. If you know that we got into it about something earlier today, I shouldn't have to say, hey, you remember that conversation we had? I'm mad about that. You should already know that. And you should already know what level it is. Like if it's a level 1, like if I got mad because you didn't take out the trash. Well, I probably wouldn't get mad for nothing like that, but I'm just saying. But I just feel like men, you should already, just like y'all expect women to already come equipped with certain stuff. You shouldn't have to tell a woman how to clean up.
Men
you
should know how to communicate too. Like that's.
But I know men don't. A lot of men that I've experienced don't know how to communicate. Right. So I'm not going to expect that. But what I am going to expect you to do is when I open that door and I let you know that this is a safe place that you can communicate and I'm your safety net and I'm never going to judge you, and I make you feel like that and you still don't want to communicate.
But how do you do that?
I do that because
how? Not you.
Oh,
from a man don't know how. Like, y'all was talking about it on live the other day. Like, hood dudes is so misunderstood. Like, man, you know, the hood dudes that really just can't communicate or really just don't know how they feel because, like, they not even taught. You don't learn it in school. You really don't learn nothing in school to help you with life but math. That's the only thing that really help you with life. Everything else, all the rest of that is BS. And English, learn how to read and talk.
Okay, so somebody said, and we do, however, I think both women and probably talk about their feelings.
Correct.
Yes, I think that it's just the thing of like what you say in your head. You think that it's coming out, so people supposed to read your mind. Like, and I think I'm like that too because like I am a communication major, so I kind of like always I look at like nonverbal cues and all that. But I think like even excessively talking about something too much, like we keep on talking about the same subject, like you know, and it's just like okay, well somewhere down the line, communication not getting through, like or understanding not getting through, like so.
Some people really not smart, and you can't get mad.
No, not common sense.
Who not smart?
No.
Some people don't have common sense, and some people ain't smart. Like they just literally, their brain don't fire like yours. As for the truth, your partner should be your best friend, most definitely.
Y'all should have fun, go on dates, just enjoy each other all the time. Once you reach a point where you've lost your best friend, it's all downhill from that. Yes. Right, but if that's your best friend, you ain't gonna never lose them. When you see stuff getting rocky and see stuff going down, that's a conversation like, look, let's do something. Like maybe we just need time away from the outside world. Like
your best friend is not just somebody you have fun, go on dates with. Like, it's way deeper than
It's
that.
somebody I shouldn't even have to say stuff like, I know, like,
I know
okay,
you.
I know your brother died today, like, I'm about to, you know, we about to do something. You don't have to say, you know, it's the anniversary of my brother dead. Like, you know, that's your best friend.
Like, you know how somebody facial expressions, like, I know you,
like, y'all just equally yoked.
Yeah,
okay, people have an issue being vulnerable because they don't want to seem like they are nagging. Ooh, that's me. Like, I don't never bring up a lot of stuff because I don't want to seem like I'm bitching or I'm nagging or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to seem like I'm just on your ass, like, you know, because I know a lot of men say, oh, all she do is nag. Okay, so what's nagging? I mean, she just keep on.
If a man tell you all you do is nag, he don't want to listen to you. That's somebody you don't need to be with, because he don't want to take the time and listen to you. If you have ever had a man that will pause, stop, and say, "Babe, what you saying?" Like, that's what you need. Somebody who really go listen to you. Like, if he don't never won't listen to you, that is a sure sign that you need to run, nigga, run. Get the hell on.
RNR, run, nigga, run.
No.
Both for both men and women, they have to understand that every disagreement isn't an argument. That's called communication. One can expect the other to be a mind reader and automatically know why the other is pissed off.
We talking. That's all it is.
I preach all the time. People are not mind readers. Yes. And I think everybody have a different way of communicating. See, me, I'm just the type of person, like, I'm going to just go straight in, like, you know, like, I'm not going to cut no corners. I'm not going to make it sound sweet. Like, you know, I mean, mainly because I was raised off of survival, like tough love, like shit, it is what it is. Like, if you feel a way about it, then oh well. But everybody can receive that. And it's about your delivery. So you kind of got to really know your partner to know. Like, if they grew up in a household to where all they do is holler and scream, that's how y'all go argue. It's always going to be a holler and scream. But if they didn't grow up like that, when you start hollering and screaming, they go shut down. I'm like that. I grew up like that, but I hate that. I automatically shut down. So we hooping and hollering, I can't think right. I don't even want to have a conversation because at this point, it's not even a conversation. Like, you know, I can argue and, like, talk like this. But, like, once you get loud, oh, baby, I'm going up there with you. But once it gets to a point where I see it's about to get physical, or I see, like, you know, you can kind of look in that nigga eye and say, like, oh, this nigga, like, really about to be on some other, like, for real, like, you know, it's just red. So some men are just not used to having a good woman, so they don't know how to handle someone who actually cares.
True.
Yeah, sometimes y'all gotta agree to disagree. And guess
It's
what?
That's vulnerability.
Arguing is not bad. It has healthy styles of argument. It don't matter if you got the best relationship, the best marriage, you're gonna argue. And it's healthy ways to argue. An argument or a debate is all the same. Like, you just, okay, well, I don't like how you did that. Okay, so what's a better way to fix that? That's an argument because we disagreed on something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What do you expect when you put two brains in one spot? Like,
right.
It's two different people. Like, you can't expect that person to be everything that you want.
Once the vibe and bind is gone and you trying, it's only one-sided, then what can you do? Once the vibe and bind is gone and you trying, it will never work when it's one-sided. When only one person trying, it's never gonna work. And I've experienced this. Like, when I wanted to, like, make it work, like, with my baby daddy, and, like, he wasn't really with that, and then it goes, okay, when he with that, I ain't fucking with it no more. So it's like we never could be on the same page. So I feel like a relationship, and usually when one person want to work it out and one person don't, that other person mind on somebody else. Like, they done already moved on mentally, or they already seeking something else, like, and they just don't want to work it out. Right. And like that, if it's forced, it has to be reinforced. You never force nothing.
Stop messing with people just because the vibe right. That is temporary. A vibe is based on where they at in life and what they got going on. Just because they vibe right then, don't mean it's going to be right tomorrow.
That's the word.
Stop rocking with people just because they vibe right. That is not a marriage. That ain't a relationship. That's not deep enough.
Yeah. Okay, that's facts. I like that. Some women think they are good women, but... Whew. Yes, some women think they're good women, but really not. Yes. Men, friends, yes. All of that. Facts. Sometimes women not used to having a good man and run from it or not knowing how to accept a good man.
True.
And I think that's men and women. Like dude just said, like, you know, women are not used to having it, or men don't know how to handle a good woman, so they treat her like they've been treating all these other hoes, and then that woman ain't gonna go for that because I know my worth. Like, you know what I'm saying? No. Most men think being a good man is just paying all the bills, and most women think that being a good woman is just cooking and cleaning every day. It's more than that. Yes,
True.
that's true. And I think that's how society teaches us. Because every time you see, even from cartoons, the woman cooking and cleaning, the man taking out the trash, or the man always at work.
Right.
Like, so that's what...
Giving it titles, job
Yes,
titles.
I always say it's no gender rules in here. If I see the trash, I'm gonna take out the trash. I don't care about all that. Like, if you know how to cook and you know I'm tired, I'm coming in from work because we both work. Like, you could cook.
You better cook.
Right. Like, you know, but... And they need to keep friends out their business, because some people let outside influence what goes on in their household. Yes, I say that. How you doing?
Pin that one. Not just friends, people in general, everybody. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody but me and you.
We pin that.
Nobody but me and you. I don't, man, look.
Yes, and guess what? I feel like this. That's why I say stop letting these people, stop calling your homeboys who don't have a baby mama or don't have a relationship with their kids or their baby mama and ask them.
Even if they do.
I'm just saying, but everybody needs somebody to vent to.
Man,
but
look,
I'm saying.
But that's different. They not you. They not you. That's not your situation. It's cool to get insight from somebody. That's what I just said. It's cool to, some people
need friends to relate to.
Yeah,
or vent to.
It's cool to get that, you know, get that point of view or that sight from, but stop basing somebody else's experience or somebody else's opinion off of something that you got going on.
But like, it's just the thing. Okay, so what if I'm the type of girl, like, man, I just caught my nigga cheating on me, and like I'm hysterical right now. I'm about to bust this nigga windows. I'm about to kill this boy, and I gotta call my friend. Call me like, yeah, Kevin, don't do that, man. Then you gonna want me to talk to a friend? You gonna want me to confide in a friend? Men have their picks and chooses. No. See, when a friend really tell them like, man, Kevin, like, man, you work more than, ain't necessarily talking down on him or the dude, but it's just like, man, Kevin, like, you, come on, man, like, you every time y'all get into it, you know, woo, like, you know.
I'm saying this. When it comes to deep decisions, logical decisions,
we gotta pin this one too.
Make a decision.
Oh, you can only pin one,
one at a time. Make a decision on your own, please. That's male and female. For
things to work, both parties have to be selfless. Make it about each other. Too many times we are so concerned with what we are not getting, but you're giving. Yes, it got this quote that say, I forgot what it said, but it basically say, when you focus on the things that you don't have, you miss the beauty of all the things that you do have. And they need to keep their parents out their business. Yes, Chelsea, that's facts. Because guess what? When you get over it, your mama still gonna be holding on to it, and now she looking at your nigga up and down with a stink face.
Dog, and all that. Your mama. Yo.
And you don't call your mama and tell your mama when you're happy, so don't call your mama and tell your mama about your problems.
They do.
No, they don't.
Your mama not just hold the problems. Mamas is just like y'all. All you gonna see is red.
Some friends are yes men, so whatever you tell them, they gonna agree with it, right or wrong, instead of being honest. Oh, Ash, you need to come on my live. We got to unpin this.
Hey, but look though. That still go back to what I said. I can
vent without being influenced by opinion.
That still go back to what I said. Like, it's cool to get somebody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to have somebody to talk to, but you got to be able to make your own decision. If you need a yes man right then just to calm you down, that's cool. Still make your own decisions though, big dog. Like,
it's a difference between inventing to a friend and letting people influence you. Exactly. Your decision depends on your friends. Like you just said yesterday, you wouldn't tell your friend, leave that nigga. Right, I'm not going to never tell my friend to leave that nigga. I don't care what he did. Because you go do what you want to do anyways. Exactly. All you need, I'm going to say, man, look, you know, don't do nothing stupid. Why I can't pin nothing else?
Whatever you do, just understand they got consequences behind it.
Mumu, I tried to pin your thing, but it didn't let me. But that's facts, girl. But just like I said, we have to know that it's a thin line. And friends too, y'all gotta know y'all boundaries. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody should have boundaries, and you should make that. You should let them know, like, girl, I'm just calling because, like I said, you don't call him when he done did something nice, or you don't, even if it's something simple. I ain't gonna call, oh, girl, he just bought me flowers. That's a nice gesture.
And check this out, women, finna answer one of y'all problems. See how you say y'all want me to call and talk to the friend, y'all be so quick to vent to them females. This man too though. And you wonder why them people close to you be bapping your people, and then you don't even know it. Like you find out years later. Shut up. Stop telling people
so if you have something on your brain and you need to vent,
go to God. Stop telling people all your business.
Yeah, I guess.
Stop talk to yourself. Do something. Like, everything ain't meant for everybody to hear, man. Even your spouse, like, stop going to them. Come home with a decision. Man, come home with a decision before you bring home confusion. Like, learn that.
Explain it.
When you got something going on or something on your brain, sometimes you can go to your partner. And that's fine to bounce ideas off with your partner. But man, sometimes you need to already kind of have it under wraps. Because they looking for you to lead.
Obviously, amen, Brother T.
They looking for you to lead. They looking
stupid.
for you. If you come home with that confusion, you know what I'm saying? And it's something so simple. You could have been, like, you go get the answer that she go holler at you and fuss at you about. But just come home with the answer before you bring home confusion. It's going to save you, for real.
Every friend is utilized differently, and you have to know what each friend is for. Some friends ain't good to vent to. Never take marital advice from a single person. They ain't got no damn experience. But guess what? The person who don't have the experience and all that,
the one that be helpful sometimes.
Yep. Because they not coming from a married point, so they not gonna tell you, girl, just stay, or girl, leave, or you know what I'm saying. So you gotta, but like you say, that's just like friends too. It got some friends that I would never call and tell nothing till we just go out together or whatever. Oh, y'all is coming with that.
Yeah, we talk about everything. Yeah, talk about everything. You need to know how your partner feel about everything.
Bro, preaching for real. I'm preaching. Ain't nobody gonna come on my stuff and take up. I'm just playing. But women are emotional, but psychologically, men are more emotional creatures. Just think on all the decisions men, have made. They react based on emotion. I don't know about that one. I really gotta read that one and think about it. But I'm not thinking right.
That was a female said that, huh?
Yeah. Vent to your significant.
Go think about something. She might be a little hurt. She might be a little hurt about some stuff. Think about some stuff. Hey, but your statement is true on certain people. I'm just messing with you.
Vent to your significant other and don't just listen to don't listen to respond. Period. I need to pin this motherfucker. Vent to your significant other and don't just listen to have a comeback for everything they say. Actually try to understand where they're coming from. Yes. Yes.
Shut up and listen. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth.
For a reason. Listen more than you speak.
Why you trying to finish my statement? Crazy.
I just think there needs to be boundaries in what you share, but everyone needs someone to talk to.
True.
Yeah, so that's basically like what you were saying. Okay, venting to God is the best thing. You don't have to worry about your business being elsewhere. TJ for president 2021.
A lot of people need.
You're about to get blocked.
Look, a lot of people need to find what's for them, though. You know what I'm saying? You talk to people because that's comfortable and it's convenient. Like, sometimes you need to find, like, it's all about your energy. Your brain is meant to think. It's a brain. That's what it's designed to do, to think. That's why a lot of y'all dumb. Because you don't give your brain enough time to think about stuff. For real. We not talk to pause and really let your brain think over solutions.
That's what Obama do.
That's what it's meant to do.
That was like, one of the okay, I ain't
that's what it's meant to do. Pause and think. Like, find something that's meant for you that helps you think. If it's outside, water, playing with your dogs, your kids, whatever, go find time to think. Stop rushing just to go talk to somebody. Talk to yourself.
Yeah, like, basically consult with yourself first. Yeah. Think about it. Like, if I'm going through something, as soon as my nigga, if my nigga break up with me and be like, oh, bitch, it's over, I'm not gonna call a girl, bitch, why he just broke? I'm gonna think about it, like, oh, okay. And then, like, if she asks, oh, girl, bitch, we broke up last week. Like, that's the type of person I am. Like, you probably wouldn't even know some shit until it's old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of those you think you are your friends are wishing for your downfall on a low. Yes, sometimes they're helpful, but that's a big risk to take. Men are very emotional but are too prideful to show it. Yes.
True.
Yes.
And don't get advice when you are emotional, because feelings touch feelings.
Yes. Men feel like they weak if they show their emotions right. That's just like I was saying yesterday. How if my son fall and you tell him, don't cry. No, he needs to be in touch with those emotions, because I want him to know if something hurts, it's okay to express your pain. But if you just crying for nothing, then yeah. But I'm just saying, like, men are taught that's weak. Like, when you a man and you fall down, you cry, but come on, you a boy crying for girls. So now they install it in you all your life. That's why you play with action figure that have guns and soldiers and all that because that's masculine. Females play with the pink stuff because that's feminine. So at an early age, we have already been drilled on this is how a man's supposed to act. This is the man emotions a man's supposed to show, and then they carry on into your life, and then you wonder why you don't know the difference between you mad or you upset. You just say I'm mad. You're not mad. You disappointed.
I go for women too who cry too much.
Ain't no.
That's the same.
He
It's
said,
same thing. Like we don't want that. Stop all that crying, man.
So let me explain. Men through history have made most decisions emotionally. Read the news. I'm not coming from a hurt place. I'm coming from a professional
Thank you.
place.
Pause. You're coming from a professional place. That's something that's advertised. That's something that someone spoke an opinion. That is not 100% facts. That is only what's publicized, what you can see on the social media, the news, or what somebody has given you. That is not a correct poll. Nothing you can find on the internet is 100% correct. It is only a statistic.
From my opinion.
Thank you.
Oh, not drop the mic. And sometimes people gotta learn how to compromise. It can't always be that my way or no way bullshit. Yes. I think the thing that's very important, like, you gotta learn how to compromise. It can't be my way or no way. Give me one too.
I'm sorry.
He said, "Pass the collection, please."
So pin my cash out.
Oh, weak.
Pin the cash out.
I don't think we can pin none of those. And the transfer energy is draining when you're around a negative person. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Protect your energy. He said fake news. I'm screaming. But yes, definitely protect your energy. Like, you go have, like I said yesterday, you go have those friends that you feel like you gotta be friends with because they done been in your life for so long. But that's the main ones that's hurting you, draining your energy and all that. You could be with a nigga, he your Mr. Make It Happen. He do everything for you, but sometimes he just, a lot of the times, more than 80% of the times, he not what you want. You know that's not who you need to be with. But it just feel good for that moment. So
energy costs. And why you stop messing with people on vibes, man. A vibe is temporary because as soon as they drain, they're going to start draining the next thing closest to them, and that's you.
I dealt with the my way or no way type of person. Never again. So toxic. Yes, it's in they manipulative. Oh, I hate manipulative people that try to make you feel a certain way or make you think. Yes, you gotta come, Ash, on the next show. You got to come.
But they got women who feel like they want a man who he tell you he finesse everything, like thinking just because he a thief and all that, or he bring money home, man, he gonna finesse you too.
Yep,
you
it's
just
in
ain't
him.
See it yet.
Yep. Soon as that, I seen something that said I would never be. It was like I would never be cool with a nigga that like always that think money is everything, because soon as you lose then you go do whatever you gotta do to get it. That negative energy can't even come from the negativity of people around you. You gotta distance yourself from that shit. Yes.
Beaches.
Yes, Kiana. I know my girl said that because yes. And guess what? Like I said yesterday, I'm in a place to where I'm really learning to love people from a distance. That don't mean that I'm not cool with you no more. It's just like I can't, when I see your name on my call ID, like I can't answer because right now I'm at 20% and I still got the rest of the day.
I gotta talk to you for you to be my friend and you feel some type of way, we ain't friends. Like, stop calling me because I'm not answering maybe that.
Nigga said, but as soon as he finesse her, she calling the cops.
Yo.
You gotta get rid of those seasonal people in your life. And sometimes you gotta understand that some people just here for a season. You just there to just show them something and they gotta go on by their way. They gotta go to the next person.
It's not all the time.
And Janae, you holler about exactly TJ, but
you gotta learn.
Hold on, boo. First of all, you holler about exactly TJ. Correct. You do not have to talk to a person every day to be considered their friend. But you do not only talk to a person when you're going through something or you need something else. That's not a friend either. That's a part-time friend. And me personally, I'm not accepting nobody part-time in my life. I don't allow my baby daddy to be a part-time father, and I don't let my nigga to be a part-time boyfriend, so I'm damn sure not gonna accept no part-time friend. Period. On to the next. A lot of times people fall in love with intimacy and then wonder why nothing else is falling in place with their lusty relationship. Yes, because it's just off of lust. And that gets old because when all that's over and done with, you don't have nothing there, and is you just fall in love with the physical thing. So, well, if you feel like you're not part-time, then hey.
Next caller.
Next caller.
Thank you, Kiana.
But no, for real though, like I feel like you don't have to talk to. If y'all have that relationship to where you don't talk every day, like cool, like you don't have to talk to a person every day, all day. But if I'm calling you and just to check on you, like, hey Kevin, like I know I see you got a little podcast, or hey TJ, you know I see you really working hard, man. I want to say congrats, man. I support you. Like I know
good
that you
sex
tried.
do go a long way, and that's not good. Watch that. It do. That ain't good at all. For real. That's a bad. Look, I'm telling you, hey, just pause the good sex for a moment and check out who the people is.
I say what I say.
That's a trap.
We do talk every day, Kiana, but me and Kiana talk every day, but we don't talk all day.
Oh my Jesus. Hey, you, Kiana, and Janae can text each other in a group message.
I'm just saying.
Next topic on the line, please.
I'm just saying, because
to cut up.
Girl, you can't cut nothing up but a piece of paper. And that's
sex confuses things.
When it's done too early.
That's why you're really supposed to wait till marriage. But, you know, we human. That's true.
We want that dick.
If you can't... If you can't pause it, you know what I'm saying? Be mature enough to pause it and see what else you got besides sex, because that ain't go always be it. Like, for real, you ain't go always
but
be
guess
horny.
what?
Like, that's...
Sex is also another type of emotion. Ain't no let me make, because she could get bliggity blocked.
What?
Anyways, sex is another emotion. So with that being said, you need that's something that you need too. Not need, but it's a, you know.
Yeah, sex is just be careful with it, because it's strong.
Especially when you got that pressure pack like me.
Male and female.
Have gone crazy.
Male and female. Sex is very dangerous.
But nah, for real
I'll
though.
be careful with that, bro.
For real.
All you chocolate men out there, you stay strong though. You get to everybody, man. We can't be passing this out to everybody. We are valuable right now.
Yeah,
we got to
dark
stay
is in.
valuable. You know what
Dark
I'm saying?
is in, y'all.
Just watch it. Just be cool now.
Ooh, Lord, I got
You light skinned brothers, y'all hang on, but you know we got this.
I'm weak.
We got this.
Y'all think he fine?
Man,
I'm about to auction.
They
I'm about to
know
auction
this.
him off, yo.
They know
$1,
this.
$1. One going.
They
They don't even want your
like,
teeth.
All 32 teeth. Pressure.
Let me
What's
see.
happening?
Smile for me, daddy. I'm weak.
Wait till I go
Oh boy,
I'm
anyways.
sure.
But sex only lasts so long. What else you bring to the table needs stability.
I am the table. And the floor under it. The house that you put it in.
But guess what? A table ain't nothing without legs, baby.
That's cool. I
So
ain't
guess
tripping.
what?
You can wear the pants. I bought them. Let's go. We work together. It's called a partnership. Love is big. Yeah, love is a commitment, not a feeling. Man,
People play around with it.
Marriage is a business. Did y'all know that? It ain't about love. It ain't even about like.
Yeah, that's
And
why
that's biblical. That's
what it say in the
partnership.
Bible.
Huh? Go look it up. Y'all go read it. That's what you need to do. Read the Bible. Y'all ain't finna make me quote nothing wrong. But for real, it's a partnership. Like, that's a business. Yeah, the flow and what's under it. All that.
Is it towel?
Is it
towel? The floor is towel?
No, but
Thank you,
it is.
Kiana.
Who don't know? I know. I know what's happening. Marriage is definitely a business. Thank you. Pin that one.
I ain't pinning nothing. I don't pin negativity. I'm just playing.
my
I
Jesus.
don't think you can pin. I told you I can't pin them.
What this about? It's about everything. Just comment a topic that you really want to talk about, and we go talk about it.
Men would cheat with the ugly angry bird just for sex and not want the wife or girlfriend to leave. Elaborate, sir.
That's because men think with the wrong head. They think with a hormone, and And yes, they
You
know
know,
that ugly one ain't go like. Watch this. Majority of the ugly ones got the better snapper. That's number one. Number two, because you got to listen to work for it. And number two, the ugly one ain't tripping. Once you gone, you gone. Until you kind of see them boys they sex them too good. You never give the ugly girl the fine girl sex, because then she feel fine for real. And then she become attached. And when she become attached, that's when you got some troubles. That's how they got all these ugly baby mamas out here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, if you can't go in business with someone, then you shouldn't marry them.
Correct.
Right. So that's why, in turn, marriage is a business. Like, I'm not going to be with a man if I don't feel like we can be business partners. If I don't feel like we can put our brain together and be like, man, we about to build this empire. Like, this is ours. Just like I said yesterday, millionaires and all that, they never by themselves. They always have a team. Like, I think people think they can do everything by themselves. You can't be in a marriage, like, without God, so you're not by yourself. Like, you can't, you know. So, this nigga a philosopher. Oh my God. That's why I brought him on here, y'all, because I know he's very in tune, like emotionally, spiritually, like he's very woke. So so if your man work 8 to 8, 12 hours a day, and come home and go to sleep or chill with his friends that he work with every day, and I be with the kids all day, I need a break, and he told me I treat him like a prisoner, but I need a break. Am I wrong? No, you, girl, look, let me tell you something.
Hold up. Hey, ma'am.
I wish I can pin
who
this.
Who she want to answer that question? Me or her?
We both gonna answer it. I feel like this. He gay. Get on. Cause ain't no way. I feel like this, cause you do need a break, but you know, men don't understand. They think that you at home all day and you ain't working, you ain't tired, and none of this. They don't get the thing of like, you're at home all day, you're cooking, you taking care of kids, which requires a lot of work and all that. They're having people interaction. That's the thing I hated about being a stay-at-home mom. You do not have people interaction. So with that being said, that's depressing. You know what you do? You know what time you get off at 8 p.m.? Be out the house by 7:59.
Hey,
that's what the fuck
question. Check this out. And hold up, don't go past that one.
I know. I'm just
don't even read nothing else. No, stop that. And you work in the plant, don't you? They got women on this live that probably work in the plant.
How you feel she work at the plant?
I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got women that work on this live and you work in the plant. Mm-hmm. Hey, after 4-5 days of working in the plant, when you come home, you are also what? Depressed.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mentally.
So this is what you have to understand on both parts. Yes, that's where the communication comes in point, because yes, you feel that way, but at the same time, he feels like a prisoner because I gotta work all day, I gotta do this, like that shit is aggravating, especially when you doing something that you're not meant to do or something that you don't want to do. You really only doing it for a paycheck. So the only happy day a nigga got is payday. Like, they don't want to be happy.
Okay, but what about him going chill with his same friends that he works with?
That's a relief to him. That's a happy.
Girl, you probably get on his nerves. He just don't like being at home with you and them churn.
Or not just that. That's a relief to him. That may be what's giving him energy right then at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I really want to do a show with y'all. This is fun. Yes. Girl, he gay. Period. I said it. That's how I feel working from home.
He could be gay too, though. These niggas, some of these boys gay.
I remember those days you had staying at home and you depressed. I was very depressed. Being a stay-at-home mom is not what the hype is all about. F them kids. I work 7/12s and still find time for my family every day. Right.
Your kids or your husband? Answer that one. She married?
Who? The girl we was just talking to?
Yeah, 7/12. She works 7/12. She still have time for her family every day. Are you married or are these your kids?
What you consider family?
Yeah, what you talking about? Because if you got kids at home, that ain't, you know, congratulations, but that's not what you want to cook it. That's your job.
She just saying it's possible.
Oh yeah, it's most definitely possible.
I believe that he don't want to be here, but I told him I'm done. I don't want to argue. I deal with anxiety and depression already. And guess what? Just like I told y'all yesterday.
No excuse.
No, the girl is saying that she deal with her own stuff too. You saying that he feel like at least he's going out. Anxiety and depression and all that, and you at home with your kids all day. You feel like you never get a break. Like, no, it has to be something along. When you leave him and he got to do everything on his own, and when he come home he don't have no meal cook and all that. No, we not married, but we've been together for 9 years.
Well, let me say this.
Lost cause.
First of all, pause. 9 years, which I was 12. Why ain't nobody married or something? What we doing?
We just say that we don't get married off of time, and we just say that we cannot contradict.
But I'm saying,
okay, so that's what you just
what
saw.
What are you doing? You're not getting married off of time, but what are you doing at 9 years? You have attachments. I'm pretty sure you have attachments at 9 years. What are you doing? That's what y'all need to stop.
Right, what are y'all working
yourself.
towards?
Where you going? What you doing? Like that? There's no point you being together for 9 years. Like, so you were 20. Y'all were legal age, grown people, like making grown folks decisions. Somebody really don't want to be there. Y'all just stringing something along
for the kids.
Y'all need to go to the closet, the real closet. Like,
y'all have to really sit down, because like I said, men think that you don't do nothing. Like, men think that they been at work, so they got a right to be tired. But in your head, you like, oh shit, when he get off, that's my break. I'm gonna have a break, and he thinking when he get off, that's his break. So it's somewhere along the lines that the communication is broken, or like the understanding is not there. So it definitely needs to be a conversation of, or maybe I just need alone time. Maybe, if you have somebody that you can let watch your kids, so you could get a break, and then. No, that's what I just said. We're not putting a timeline on when one should get married, but we're saying when you get in a relationship, what are your goals? I need to know. Are you looking for marriage? Are we just dating? Are we just playing around? Because it's not. We're not just gonna be in a relationship forever. Because hopefully this is what we starting at, but we gotta finish, or we gotta go to the next level some kind of way. I'm not saying if you've been together for 8 years. I need to know shit. What's
Oh, she said it, not us. That's it.
I need to leave him alone. And if that's a thought, like I said,
don't just put that on this live. That ain't for everybody, number one. But number two, you need to go keep that in your head. Go really think about that statement. Make sure you're really true about it.
I think women have a mental clock in their head saying, man, I ain't have kids yet. I'm 32. I ain't get married yet. I'm 28. No, you don't put that mental clock, because guess what? You rushing to do that, and a marriage is easy to get in and hard to get out of.
Marriage is also. Dating is all about growth. We can't be at a standstill.
That's what I'm saying.
Marriage isn't a standstill. It shouldn't be. If you allow it to be, that's on you. Dating should never stop.
Dating is just the type of, it's something that you're supposed to do. Whether dating is just enjoying each other.
Her grandma got married at 19.
I know, I was thinking that.
Keeping it tradition.
A couple should sit down and talk about relationship goals constantly. And guess what? It shouldn't even. We should talk about new goals. We should talk about what. Okay, we didn't surpass this. Like, what's next? Like, we can have like weekly goals. Like, okay, every week, we go have a date night. That's a goal. That's something that dating is continuous.
Not just relationship goals. Like, everything. Like, people change daily. You are introduced to new experiences, new something every day. You have new opinions, different feelings every day. Progression is key. But progression is key only if you have communication in a relationship.
And I think as a black community, we have so many props. It's a problem, communication, because it's just like at a young age, it's what?
That don't mean it's too late. Just because you got married at 19 and you moved too fast, that don't mean it's too late.
Before you date, you should talk about what y'all trying to accomplish. Timetables are necessary also. Let me tell you, you could plan for something, and something go ahead. Like if you say, man, I'm 25 and I want to, get married by the time I'm 30. But you with somebody, you telling them that. Shit, now you putting a time on his head when he probably wanted to marry you next year. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can't really see time. I mean, that's why I have, like, future goals and this and that and the other. If you never get a break from your kids when he get off, you start to have an attitude. Right, but that's what I'm saying. Maybe it could be something so simple as her asking her people. I don't really know how her family life is, but asking her people like, hey, can y'all watch the kids for 2 hours? And your man get off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all just have to really get to know each other again, because y'all done been together for so long. I'm sure, like...
Mariah, did you really communicate this with him, or are you just assuming this? Or are you just...
Oh, yeah, that's a good...
Are you talking to him like... And out of your frustration, like, are you really trying to communicate this with him? Because I understand it's frustrating, but we tend to block the part of letting the other person realize how bad we frustrated. You just let it build and build and build. Then you go blow up and you're going to make a decision that you really don't want to make. You're only making it based off of that frustration. Really try and communicate that. Like,
it's not fair, but I feel like, okay, Jessica, well, I ain't gonna speak on you because
nothing is fair.
Nothing is fair. That's why you have to compromise. That means we both could get what we want, but we just not gonna get everything that we want.
True.
Because he's also a father, not just a provider, right?
He's a man. Like, that's period. He ain't. I'm not everything. I can only speak. I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm not everything. Like, just like I gotta get better at work, I gotta get better at being a husband. You gotta get better at being a father. You have to get better at communication. Like, they really. What are you expecting from a person?
Okay. Timetables are necessary to me because why am I dating you for 8 years? You mean to tell me within those first couple of years, I don't know if I could spend the rest of my life with that person? That's what I'm saying.
Key word for me, that's you. So communication, that's between you and your partner. That's the only difference. That's not for everybody.
Yeah,
that's just your brain. That's you.
How you want things to go. And then, you know, you might have meet a man that's like that. Yes, it's hard to communicate with him. That's how I know he felt like a prisoner.
Bingo! You just answered every question, every problem on this line. You answer why he feel like a prisoner, and you answer why you are frustrated. One, communication. Like, y'all can't communicate. You need to get to the root of y'all communicating.
Oh, we actually say, take me out of... Ash Porter says, sometimes you just gotta put your foot down and give him an ultimatum. Take me out or take these hands. What's up?
Hey, if that's how he learned, you know what I'm saying? But don't and she
said she worked. She worked.
Stupid.
And I work for myself. I do hair and sell hair. So I bring a lot to the table. And see, that's the thing that Jessica talking about too. Like, men only feel like they gotta play one role. And like,
they don't know to play more than one role. You just only know what you're told. That part of a relationship you guys are pretty much more informed on because y'all mama or somebody has told y'all what's involved in a relationship, or it's things in a relationship that you all need that we don't necessarily need, such as communication, such as attention. Like, most men don't need that for their relationship to survive. So if you guys aren't communicating that or helping beyond communicating, trying to teach that to him or help him understand what it really is, he will never learn it. It's going to forever be a cycle. He going to do it to you and the next person until he find a woman who, I ain't going to say that. That's why they go to the other side, though, because they don't be tripping on all that. You just go to work, come home, and they go, yes, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why they do that, though.
White women.
I ain't saying she did.
Dating outside your race. That's what he
not all white women like that, though. But
well, I felt like men are that way because that's what society teaches them. I'm snapping my fingers so much at work they thought I was reading poetry.
What's y'all definition of society? Like, and not all society too, though. It's a lot of society
teaches us everything. Society teaches us that
we should when
we go to. Society is the world, outside life.
All right.
Okay, so society teaches everybody everything because now we know that we have to go to court dressed a certain way to be perceived a certain way. They don't have no dress code at court. Like, men only go by what they seen in their household growing up until they learn better.
And that's before society. Your home, the household, like the house is a problem. This start with everybody that's on this live, everybody that's talking about their issues and problems, communicating what you got going on at home is what's going to affect what happens. Like, this is not just society. This is people. Like, these are problems that we all have individually. We just have to learn more. Like, you're not just in a marriage just to have sex and make somebody smile. It's deeper than that. You're not just a dad to be a provider. Like, it's 12 things that you have to do in order to be a great dad. You're a provider. You're a listener. You're a communicator. You're a friend, a protector. Like, there's a lot of different things that you have to try and master and learn. Your culture. Like, yeah, all that takes part in that. Don't just blame it on one thing. Society, like, you got to really dig deep within. They go back to people running, talking to their friends. Stop running, talking to somebody else who really don't know. It don't matter what they tell you. They may really not know, and you would never know if they know because you don't know. Think yourself. Like, stop going off the internet. Like, I could talk on this all day.
Yes, I know. That's why I've been online for so long. That's what I'm saying. But what you have going on at home determines how society looks at you.
Thank you.
Okay, Harvey for vice president.
He on the panel. Let's go.
I think that's what intimidates a black man as men as fathers. They didn't have it growing up, so they don't know how and what to do.
Correct.
Yes, and mothers too. That's why you have these. Everything is a generational type of thing. You learn from the generation before you. Everybody harbor the pain from the generation before them, and nobody's willing to break that cycle because nobody knows that it's wrong. And then when you do find out that it's wrong, it's too late. You feel like it's too late. Society, as in our ancestors, our grandparents has taught us stuff that we did growing up and what we thought was right until we become adults and thought for ourselves and did differently. So true, Harvey. When I met him, I did so much to help him, and I swear he is 1,000 times better than what he used to be. And I'm not bragging, but I will have your back. I'm for real, best friend. I'm here for my man. I just need a better communication between him and I. Okay, so don't say that you just should leave him, because when you put those negative thoughts in your head, everything everything that he do is go aggravate. Like I said, it can just be something simple as, man, like, let's just take a step back and, bring the kids by somebody that we could trust and have a date night. Like, just talk, like, just me and you. Like, you can be in the same house with each other and don't communicate or don't have that love. Y'all see each other every day, but, like, sometimes you just need to be alone. Like, no kids, no nothing, just y'all two, like old days before the kids.
Hey, our brain is like a scale. Like, you got a two-sided scale. This the negative side and this the positive side. Every time your brain thinks of a negative thought, this side goes down and it's weighing on your whole persona, your everything. Like, that's where you have frustrations and headaches and migraines, because you're thinking negative things, but you're trying to get positive results out of a relationship. You're saying, oh, I'm gonna leave him, and now everything in your brain is thinking of how you can leave him. Like, life is going to produce negative results for you to leave him when he just really going to chill with his friends and you ready to walk out the door. Like, you have to start not only thinking positive, doing positive stuff. Like, try and find positive results out of everything,
because it's something positive about it. If you've been there for 9 years, if y'all been in a relationship for 9 years,
still growing.
Right, he's still growing every day. And when a man stop growing, that's when you can't be with him no more. Because every day, even when you feel like you've reached the heights it's always something, like, you can always be a better version of you. Right. The reason why I said I'll leave him is because I'm tired of trying to communicate, tired of trying to get him to understand where I'm coming from. That is frustrating. You never get tired of communicating. Maybe communicate a different way. If that's not getting through to him, then that's...
She tired.
You're mentally tired, you're frustrated, and that's what I'm saying. So in order to not frustrate yourself, and in order to not have those negative thoughts about him, because like I said, it's something good, you got to think about the good. And like I say, if he like to be with his friends or whatever like that, what him and his friends do that with him. Fuck, that's if he going over there to play games with his friends, buy a game and play games with him.
How bad you won't be with him? Like,
oh baby, you got a marriage, a relationship, all that is work.
Bring the game home. Tell the friends come over. Like, what's up?
Oh yeah, that's a good thing too. When I was younger, when I wasn't all about communication, if he breathed wrong, I was pissed off just because I was so negative. Yeah, and it takes self-analyzing too. You got to know what part you playing in.
Self-reflection.
Right. Analyze and reflection, that's the same thing. You tried it.
Check it out.
But sometimes people just get tired of being the only one trying to stay positive. Yeah, that's facts too. Have to be willing people. Have to be, because guess what? Just like if he if he the breadwinner and you just doing your little side work, baby, one day he might not be able to provide, and your little side work is gonna be noticeable because now you coming.
That's that partnership.
That's a partnership, right? Have to be willing people that wants the same. Make a goal, reach the goal, achieve the goal, make new goals together daily.
Oh, another thing too. Go back up. But sometimes people get tired of, like, when you get tired of being the only one that's being positive, like we say, it's a business. You have to find other ways. Like, find the why is that person not being positive? Like, why are you always negative and I'm the one always positive? You're draining me. We shouldn't be draining each other. Like, fix this. Help him find what's draining him. Help him become more positive. It may be his job. That ain't what he, like, when you working and doing something that you not supposed to be doing, that is draining. That's male and female.
Okay, but why should she be the only one trying and the only one thinking about the good? Why shouldn't he put in effort? She shouldn't. We're not saying that, but what we saying is, if it's that bad, like I say, if you come, okay, she just said, how, when I say we talk, can we talk for a minute, or can we really have a conversation like adults? I said as nice as possible. I listen to him, but he don't like my feedback. And see, that's a lot of people have a problem with that.
Are you listening to respond to?
Right.
How is your feedback? Like,
or,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm not saying you're wrong. Not saying that that's not right. All we're saying is check yourself first. Make sure you're straight. Not just check yourself. Check whoever you're involved with and teach them, help them check themselves. Don't just tell them about themselves. Don't be, you don't know.
Sometimes it's okay to just have a break. Sometimes it's okay to just,
do that too.
You know, okay, well, we be together all day, every day. Like, let's just part ways, you know, I'm going to go somewhere, you know, or whatever. Like, you just got to find out what works for you. We all different type of people. We all have different type of, because see me, don't come at me and, what?
A booger wolf.
And sometimes, like, I feel like don't come at me on no sarcastic stuff. Like, can we just talk like adults?
And
like, see that? That's going to make me not even want to.
Wait, and don't ask me no question you already know the answer to. Assuming you want me to lie. Because depending on the type of person he is, if it's a nigga like me, depending on the situation, I'm going to lie. Just because I know you asking that out of intent. Like, women, don't do that to men. Don't do that. Sometimes people need professional mediator to get out what they really need. Yeah, everybody needs help. Like, there's nothing wrong with a psychologist. Or, hey, we do host marriage counseling. You know, if y'all want to rent a class, book a class, holler at us for real.
Boy.
Like, real talk. Real talk. Hey, this is information that people need. We getting it to y'all for free right now.
Let me tell you.
If you really want some help, hit us up. We got you. We smoke a little something and, you know, get down to the nitty gritty.
Why do you think black men date outside their race? That was the question.
All right.
And she probably not even on this live right now.
That's not.
Hold on.
Oh, it's bigger than that.
All right, answer something else.
Okay. Favorite line. What's your favorite line? Oh, that booger.
Booger wolf.
Booger wolf.
Move.
What you doing something about your business? Now, oh, that's another good one. Pin that one.
I can't. It ain't gonna let me pin no more. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
It is definitely how you say it. Like, you got to watch the energy, because black women don't know how to be submissive, and they don't know how to say shit. You say it with too much emphasis and too, like, you got to, that's a man. What you expect? Like, that's like, you want a man to be big and strong, and when he go out in the street, like, can't nobody just talk to him no any kind of way, but when he come home, you can tell him whatever. No! You chopping that man down. You asking him, like, to fire back at you. Don't do that, please.
Relationships are overrated. Try being committed to one person.
That ain't that a contradiction?
Yeah. I thought
relationships are overrated.
So is you saying the title is overrated? Like just be it's based on commitment?
Relationship is a commitment.
Okay, most of the time when women want to ask a man a question, they already know the answer. They just want to see if the man gonna tell the truth.
Correct.
Right?
Don't do that. Why are you putting your partner in a position to lie to you? Why?
Because I need to see.
Why?
I need to know.
No, that's like saying I'm gonna send a girl in this DM to see what you setting some. Why? Why put a donut in front of a fat person that's trying to be able to buy? That's crazy. Why are you tempting that person? God don't tempt you.
But you gonna have temptations everywhere, and I want to see how you handling temptations from my own eyes. lies because it's gonna see.
No, you do not want to do that because it's gonna hurt you and you gonna be mad at the results. That is not what you want. You ain't doing that just to say, oh, he lied, and then you gonna be cool with it. Because when he lied, you gonna be mad about it. Stop tempting your partner. That is not right. That's wrong. That's terrible. That's toxic. That is a toxic trait. Tempting your partner. You know that is something they struggle with.
Yeah.
Or you're tempting them with something. That is wrong, man. Do not do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the question that I got. It's okay. Why do black men date outside their race, and why their main reason is to down talk the black woman? Why when Latinos or white, when they have attitudes, it's feisty, but when a black woman is angry? Oh, yes.
Why do women date? Why do black men? Let's talk about.
Why do black men date outside their race? And you know why? Because just what you just said.
Say it. You finna say it. Go ahead. Come on. I know it.
When you said that he go to the other side and that one go say, oh hey, like they don't require so much. They feel like we require so much. Right? Black women are seen as aggressive.
Go ahead, Harvey. Put your comment. I'm waiting. I'm finna tag this one. Go ahead though.
But yeah, I feel like
Come on. Cause now she's just talking from a woman perspective. Let's talk.
No, I just feel like they don't want to. You know that.
Like.
This is my opinion.
Okay.
I feel like, in my point of view, I think that men want somebody they feel like white women are more submissive, but if you're a good man, a black woman is going to submit automatically. A black woman is not going to submit to anything, and they don't like that. So I feel like too, based on culture, like if you went to an all-white school, that's what you've always seen or something like that. But I'm just saying, like real hood niggas and all that, they feel like a white girl go accept a lot more stuff. So, you know, and then they say, oh, well, my mama, one time this boy said that I never date a black girl. I'm like, boy, your mama black. How you gonna say that? They say, oh, because she ratchet or she this or she that, like, you know, talking about his mama. Yeah, men don't want to be challenged.
Okay, let me say this. Watch this. Pause. Yes, that is a correct statement. Men don't want to be challenged when they're challenged with everything that they have to be challenged outside of the door. Let me tell you the correct reason why people date outside of their race. Let me say color, because there's only one race, which is the human race. Everything else is an ethnicity. White people are ultimately people too, but because they have different cultures and different backgrounds, white women express certain stuff differently from what black women express. What we are talking about, the problem on this live with relationships, is communication and understanding, which is what majority white people don't have a problem with doing, which would makes it easier for a black man, quote unquote, easier to be with a white woman. He can fall in love with somebody who understands him, who helps him understand himself. They don't judge you. They don't do none of that. They aren't as messed up in the head as we are. They're open and willing to see whatever it is you have to offer, and they want to help you with you. Baby, that's what you did. Oh, I want to know, how can I, like, black women don't do that. You expect something that these men don't have it. We don't have it. We are trying to build something that not, you know what I'm saying, that was never given to us. That's not happening. Yes, we don't like to be challenged, just like y'all don't like to be challenged. You don't want to be challenged. No, you want everything to flow the correct way, just like we do. So understand that it's a partnership on both sides. If you don't help us work with you, just like men need to help. I'm not saying they not. They need to help women work with them. It's communication. It's a relationship. Like,
okay, then it's always because of why they don't want a black woman. Why they can't just be your type. They always want to down talk the black woman.
What's wrong with dating a white woman? A person is a person. A person is a person. Race
think it's because
retarded.
you choose that over, like it's like the bad stigma. Like you put so much on like a black one. I don't deal with
like
black.
a statistic. Like no,
but they got white women that's ratchet. They got white women that's
exactly.
And
they know ratchet white. Some of them might date a ratchet white woman if they like it. You know what I'm saying? That ratchet white woman probably got a couple of different qualities. But you know, It's people. People are people. People fall in love with qualities. Harvey, what you say? They feel as white women more submissive. True. Black women are more stronger. No, they're more shielded, guarded. It's not stronger. They're just protective over what they have, their energy. But if you're doing what you're supposed to, black women will do anything for you if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. A woman,
period.
That's a woman, period, yeah. If you're not doing it, women will listen. Call that boy what?
Well, come on then, Harvey.
What that say?
Should have had 2 men on this podcast. This my shit, man. Call that boy Dr. T, the master philosopher. Black men will date white women, and the standards they hold for a black woman, they don't hold the same. Yeah, and I feel like that too. They don't hold those white women to the same standards.
Real talk. Just don't down talk.
All right, come on. Come on, Dr. T.
Y'all down talk.
Y'all can talk.
Y'all down talk. Y'all say women don't down talk. I mean, women don't down talk. Women are telling men to not down talk black women. Correct. Women, majority of you all down talk black men. Like, we have statistics. Statistics didn't come from the white people at first until y'all started opening y'all mouths about what was going on at home. You feel what I'm saying? So look, that ain't just a one person thing. Y'all have to do the same thing. We all have to recreate this stigma, this bad aura of black men and black women. And at the same time, we got to understand what's being created against both of us. Like,
it's another thing that I learned too with black men than with white women. For instance, basketball players. A lot of females talk about when basketball players get to the league, they have a lot of women supporting them. What I learned too, just from in the barbershop, you got to understand, a lot of black men growing up was only, the environment was the hood. So you go out to another state, another area, they're exposed to more women that are white versus black. So you get to another state in life, another level that you're exposed to some type of women, that what they go for. So a lot of times I see a lot of women always talk about that. That's one reason why sometimes black men go to white women also.
Right. I respect my husband as a leader of our home, but like Kevin said, we both clean and pay bills. Come on. But I allow him to lead his home. Please, women, help your man lead his home, because naturally that is his job. Like, don't stop him from doing that.
Behind a good man is a great woman.
A great woman.
That man, a man need a woman, period. The reason why I speak on that because my father was around. I was raised around women, but I had men around, so I know how to. Me personally, I can speak for myself. I'm more emotional than other men sometimes. Sometimes I done had that talk before with some female. Well, you sometimes you're more emotional. But with me being raised around women, grandmother, mother, growing up, my mama was divorced. So I mean, at the same time, I kind of have an up on certain men because I know how women need to be touched, or how they need to be cared, or how to talk to them. So at the same time, you know, they got certain men that wasn't raised around that environment, or sometimes they'll call me soft. But you'll sit there and but you want that. You'll sit there and say you want this. Good man come around, you don't know how to accept it, like I said before, and you dog them. Then you go on, move on. The dude that you so-called was talking about dogging you out, and you look at the other man like, you know, I had a chance. A lot of y'all females, y'all miss that.
You don't know what you're asking for. You're asking for something, and then when you get it,
you know how to accept it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't want that. I don't care if they date a fish. Real talk.
Right.
You date a dog. So y'all saying
dog still gonna balk.
Don't talk to black women. So y'all saying don't talk to black women. Don't talk to black women, but y'all don't talk to white. I don't down talk no white.
I don't down talk them at all.
People is people. Right. I rock with everybody. I ain't down talking nobody. Change their way of thinking. Most definitely, every woman complain about.
No, I'm not saying that Hollywood makes them go to other races, but it's something that they wasn't exposed to before then.
Correct. In the black community,
in the black community, you ain't seen no white people. Right. You seeing Pookie, Junebug. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it's still a stigma. They're not used to seeing that, so you know they gonna go to that.
You got too many Beckys over here.
Right. You got Shaquanda, Shaquita. You know what I'm saying?
If they go to China, I bet they start
it's like you living somewhere and you going somewhere else. It's a whole new eye you're looking into. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like I ain't trying to get biblical on y'all, but if you sit there and look at your natural eye and you're in the church and telling you look at your spiritual eye, it's somewhat you can kind of go hand in hand.
Stop saying other races. It's only one. If you Google that, what is a race? Human race. It's an ethnicity.
And Janae, change your way of thinking. I mean, at the same time, that's another view. So you looking at, you sitting here so used to being this way, and you changing. So you can't be one dimension in the world. It got to be some type of, you got to elevate. You can't be one dimensional.
Yeah.
You can't be one dimensional.
Let's see what we got going on with yes. Have any of y'all ever cried in front of your girl?
I have once. I have once. I have once. I have
never.
I have once.
Never. But I'm different. I was raised around all women, and I was taught not to cry. Like I don't. The only time I'm emotionally the only time I've cried really was I was really in pain or somebody died in my family. Like that's just me.
I cried once. It take a lot for me to cry. It's just not no anytime that's gonna boo hoo and cry. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it G. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I won't say I'm holier than thou, but besides like losing somebody that I love or something that I'm really passionate about, and I mean just being 100 with you, the only time I've cried besides that if I'm worshiping God. You know what I'm saying? You got some spiritual connection with God and you worship Him, I'll cry.
Man, don't be ashamed.
So man, don't be ashamed to worship and cry to God. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, but I'm a real life a gangster. I ain't even cried when I was born. Like for real,
smack that ass, he ain't cry, he smacked him back.
Oh God, I really did, man. That's real life. Exactly what they want from men. They want to talking about these women in the comments. Oh, I'll write it down. Exactly, Harvey. What's wrong with crying? Nothing is wrong with crying in front of your spouse. If you can cry in front of your spouse, do that. Let them experience that emotion. Let them have that experience. Don't hold that. That's not just for you. That's for your spouse. Like I've never had that moment. I've never had that moment with nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
If you could cry in front of your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend, that should also show you,
that's strength, really.
How close y'all are together as one person. You know what I'm saying?
To show a weakness or a soft spot,
a vulnerability about it.
And it's really not a soft spot. That's just like what the world has promoted, like a culture thing.
Let's go back to T.
Oh, you done broke a couple hearts. I've had a man cry in front of me more than once. Yo, you broke some hearts before.
Oh, man. Here go T. Let's go back to T. Is a man not supposed to show emotions or should he hide it?
I think
it depends.
A man should know how to make decisions. That's what every parent should teach a man, how to make decisions. Yes, it's okay to show your emotions, but you need to know when. Because when you step outside that door, you can't show that with everybody. Because this world is full of sharks, vultures, creatures, like people that's going to eat you alive the moment they see that. But at home, you just got to know when, because you can't do it all the time at home.
That's another one. Ash, how y'all feel about staying in an abusive relationship?
Men staying in an abusive relationship? Like a woman that hit you? You serious? You asking me how I feel? Like, I
can't speak on that.
I don't do domestic, so don't
I was raised
put your hands on me.
I wasn't raised to put my hands around no females. I mean, I got majority of my family is women. I mean, I got a daughter.
If my girl hit me, she going to jail. I promise you.
You know what I'm saying?
She going to jail.
I mean, it's like this. If you didn't got hit before, I mean, and men probably put a female to the corner to get them off, but not trying to, you know what I'm saying, bag them off you. But I have been like cold blooded hit a female with my fist. You know how to get off me, you know what I'm saying? But
I hit a woman once, but she was choking me.
I'm about to eat that lick.
It was, when you put your hands around my neck, it's either me or you. You know what I'm saying? I was younger too, but
some men get beat too, my dude. Gotta get them gloves.
Oh
Jack.
Yeah, they get beat. I ain't never seen it. I'm praying for you. You get beat, bro. Look,
Golden Glove champion of the world.
Look, bro. You better call the police for real. Don't hit her, bro. Call 911.
They got a boxer right there, Clyde Marcel. That's the boxer right there.
What's that?
There you go. What's up, bro?
They catch a little match. What's up? What's up? Straight up, man.
Other questions, man. What other questions?
Yeah, better.
You trying to make me famous?
Make you what?
Famous. Look, she finna burn the house down.
They getting quiet.
What's happening? What's up with the topic? That's because they won't keep.
They getting quiet. They won't keep.
Yeah.
They won't keep me. Go back in my little
She
hideaway.
the floater.
Yeah.
She float the conversation, the flow board. See, we done lost
Oh,
two
we
viewers.
lost the
We done lost
convo.
4 viewers.
Oh,
Y'all stop clicking out. Come back,
Oh,
man.
there go. All
Come
right,
back,
Ash,
man.
keep it in here, Ash. How do
How
y'all
y'all
man?
feel
Go ahead.
about new things and what you mean exploring?
Oh, I'm
Let's
about
talk
it, me.
about-
That- I'm
Let's talk
about it.
about new things then.
New thing, I'm about it.
What is the new thing? No, I ain't saying
No,
about
it's,
that.
it's. I mean, bedroom. I mean, I'm open. That goes off your partner. I
She
feel
say
though.
your wife try to 50 Shades of Grey. Like I said, let's explain this. Whatever you talking about exploring,
Where
because
Keevan at?
I don't explore with food.
Don't.
I don't like food that I ain't never tasted. You know what I'm saying? So I for sure ain't finna do none of that extra stuff. I can't beat a woman.
Clyde
My
stupid.
body won't let me. Real talk. Toys and no, the devil. Toys, bondage.
Oh, ain't no whips.
No, indeed.
No.
Look,
Nah.
unless you want Glocks and extensions.
I ain't Toby all
and
roots.
whips and tensions. If that's how you want to do this, if you want to be Mr. and Mrs. Smith in here, let's
I mean,
go.
at the same time, I guess
Let's
dealing
go.
with bedroom. I mean, you want to keep stuff spicy. I mean, especially with
She
you
say
being.
blow up dolls. Like, wait, question. You
Hey,
into
bro. I'm hey, bro. Hey,
No,
bro.
that's not. That's a no go. Hey, male, big dog. If they
Hey,
got
bro.
men on here that use blow up dolls in them little, hey, look, man, bro, you might well go ahead back to handyman.
Man, I'm using my hand for the damn dog, boy.
You
Hey,
crazy,
both of them
bro.
bitches,
You
dog.
tripping. You borderline institutionalized.
Next
like
caller.
you a jailbird. That's a dead body. No life, no
No,
like,
nothing.
You
can't
crazy,
feel, you
bro.
can't feel that thing snap.
Toe up.
You can't feel that pressure.
You toxic. If your man let that come in his house, he toxic. He's a booty bandit. So he
Shit
a
dama.
bandit. He got problems going on. No, if
Oh,
your
man.
man let you tie him up, he tore up. That's just
Uh-oh,
my
we
opinion.
be going back up.
That's my opinion. I don't know about nobody else's opinion, but you would never in your life tie me up. If I wake up tied up like somebody dying when I get loose, for real, that's dead.
Like my lady always say, don't do to me what you want done to you.
That's
Facts.
That's a wrap.
Facts.
I don't do handcuffs, none of that. We on chains, whips. No, this is
That's
no,
some diamond. That's some fucking.
I'm back, y'all.
No, that's what y'all wanted. But all that extra, no, we don't do all that extra stuff in the. Because today it gets exciting with you men in the bedroom. These women finding out a whole bunch of stuff about y'all. And that's
They want motherfucker to climb on top of the wall like Spider-Man and hang on ceiling fans and shit. Yeah.
That's cool. I take that before what these
Yeah, I
other
know,
boys got
yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
Oh,
Go
no,
ahead and
indeed.
spin on the ceiling fan. These other boys got some stuff going on now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You
bro.
know that- watch that. You talking about experiment in the bedroom. You gonna find something out you don't
Just
want.
just like keeping it's found about when you having sex with different people with the souls. You gotta watch that. That shit is that's toxic.
dangerous. How y'all feel about threesomes and foursomes and fives?
Yeah, how y'all feel about threesomes?
Sixsomes and 7, 8, 9.
Orgies, really.
Orgies.
Brothel.
How you like that?
Menage a
Women,
trois.
do you feel like men deserve or can get a orgy? Y'all think
Do y'all
baby
think-
mamas that put their kids' fathers on child support are automatically not
Hold on, can I
automatically better?
let me speak on that, bro. I'm kind of put myself out a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
Don't get in trouble.
All right. Just a little bit. She said, "Do y'all think baby mamas put that child on?" Me, I've been put on there about being sued for it, quote unquote. My thing with the one I dealt with, you know, she didn't want to be when she moved on. I moved on or whatever. I'm happy, you know, or they so-called say or what I've been told that I don't do enough, or I don't provide, I don't do this. Certain females, how I feel, are bitter. It is dependent because I feel as though y'all don't have to be together to take care of that child. Number one. Certain females I feel is bitter. Do I feel as though my baby mama bitter? Yeah, I do. I do. It is what it is. So, I mean, at the same time, that ain't gonna stop me from taking care of my child whether I'm on it or not. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga do real things.
I
Period.
feel like you only bitter if your child 5 years old and your baby daddy get married or get with a girl and you put your baby daddy on child support. Yeah. That baby 5 years old, bitch. Why you ain't never put him on that before? I feel like you only bitter if. I don't even think it matters if you need the financial help or not. That does not make you bitter. But I feel like if you really
let Dr. T talk.
Boy, get on.
Let Dr. T talk.
Go ahead,
philosopher. Doctor. Hey, what's your reason?
Financial.
That's your. Pause. That's your reason.
That's their reason.
I'm talking about whoever asked that question.
Yeah, my
check
asked
their
about it.
reason. What is their reason for
Right
putting
there.
somebody on child support? Oh, because he need the help. No, that's not the reason. Like, if you don't, not saying it's a partnership. A parent.
Yeah.
Parenting 2 kids is just like a marriage. That's a partnership. The child needed with or without one or the other person, whether somebody could do it or not. It ain't child support. It's mandatory saying
Right.
that, oh, he need the help because that
Right.
don't make sense. Yes, he do need the help. That's his child. But the child needs that regardless.
Right.
So don't implement something in place just to force him to do something. Because you're
Basically.
creating a bitter moment between a child and a parent that don't need to be there. Like, no.
You only bitter if you want the person, or you
Just
do it out of spite. Just put
Do it out
there,
of
my
spite.
kid
It's not
is
even
wrong,
if you want the
just put
person. That
himself
don't make you.
Hold on,
like-
hold on,
the
Mai.
definition of
Hold
bitter.
on, Mai, because I was gonna put myself on it before I got served with the papers. I mean, bro,
That 'cause
everybody
he ain't
had
gonna deal with you.
That he, yeah.
might
Everybody
be trying to talk
everybody
to
had
him.
them views. I'm gonna tell you another thing dealing with child support. And my child is 2. I got to put on that. My child made 2. The thing is with a mother and a father, either the father or mother, it's maturity.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
ain't
I
about
would
you
sit
no
there.
more.
I would sit there and text my child mama and ask what my child needs, and she, it's always the same old song. Why you keep asking what she needs? She needs stuff daily, this and the other. But I can't read your mind, sweetheart. So if I'm not living with you at your household, you know what I'm saying, I'm asking. But another thing too, a man don't want to keep running behind a female too.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And asking what the child needs. So after a while, you trying to go over and trying to, really be the bigger person to ask what that child needs. You get to a point to where, you know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. So when I have my child on weekends or whatever, I keep what I have over there. I think sometimes with females is that they want money in their hands. If my dear mama asked me, oh, my daughter need A, B, C, and D, I just go sit there and go buy it. I don't give them money in our hands. So I think a lot of times, sometimes, not all cases that child support, a lot of times females want money in their hands. That's how I feel. Mine on child support because
God, dog, everybody zoomed
Because they
in.
never wanted to step up, and they say even though they don't have financially, anytime they call to spend time, which is very rare, I let my kids go because I never take their time spent away. But what about the men that just don't want to do nothing at all? A lot of women have kids and men like that. And
True.
But you gotta know who the hell you gonna lay down with too.
That's
No,
it.
no, no,
That's-
no, no.
Because it
Oh, you
takes 2
said-
to make a baby.
Because-
It
no,
take-
guess what?
And
A
you
man
never
can show-
know
you don't know
what he
what-
gonna do until the baby get there. You know what I'm
period.
saying?
You could
never
be
know
with a
that.
man, he treats
But-
you so good and all this, and baby, as soon as y'all have a baby, he be a dead man.
Yeah, but
you don't know.
And when it got situations like that, I believe that's what child support can be for. Put him on that post, serve him. Yeah, but if you and at
If
the
he
same
ain't doing
time,
nothing, though,
if you
like-
can do that though, look, real talk. As a mama, any daddy, if you could take care of that child without putting somebody, the child support, the court, that's just like putting the next person in your business. Like, now they have access
To
to
accounts,
everything that's going
everything
on.
you make.
If something go on in that house and you go to jail from something minor, your child
Your
going
child
with them
go-
people. Like,
right.
you don't put no
Okay,
child
I'm
support.
gonna
If you
speak
can do
on
it
a
without
woman.
it, don't
My
do
baby
it.
daddy is not on child support. I wanted to put him on child support. I can very well financially do for my child, which does not exclude his part, because just like y'all said, it takes 2 people to make a baby. So meaning both of us, that's not right. If I can do for him, then that means my baby daddy don't need to be on child support. And I have a good baby daddy, but financially we cannot agree on certain things financially. And he felt like Harvey, he don't have to put money in my hand. Bitch, what's $20? And not only that, why, like, to me that made me feel like, why you can't put it in my hand? What you think, I ain't gonna do the right thing with it? So with that being said, my baby dad not on child support, but I'm just saying I could take care of him, but that does not exclude you from taking care of him, because I got a household and bills
Correct.
just like you do.
Correct.
So you have to play your part too.
Correct.
And you're not about to be out here living by Balenciagas
All
and all
I'm
that.
saying, I'm not saying
But every nigga got a
he
different mindset.
don't
as far as
need
that.
to. Yeah, understand that.
I'm not going
just
to buy no
explaining the
Balenciaga.
different personality. I'm not
Right.
saying that it's not. He shouldn't be doing it. He shouldn't be helping. Like, not just with the child. Yeah, dude. If the baby live with her and you pay a light bill, that's where your child stay, dog. I'm saying whoever has the child, you. Do what you gotta do to
do what
take
you
care
gotta
of the
do,
child,
but
man.
like I
that's
said, I
what
can
it's about.
only speak on me. He making a lot of valid points, but if you got a baby daddy that's an asshole, or you have a baby mama that's an asshole, I'm being 100.
what's best for that
if
child,
if it happened to where my baby mama called me and said her lights is out, and my child left, I'm allowed to get my child and just leave.
Real talk. Because if you can't take it, let me
the
do
only
it.
reason why I say that is because of
But
maturity.
why it gotta be like that though?
But-
maturity.
I hate that. I hate
It's
It
that.
ain't,
maturity.
watch this. Look, it
It's
ain't
just a
gotta be
maturity
like
thing.
that. It ain't gotta be like that. But if it was me, you would do the same thing. Like, let me take care of my child. If you can't do it, that's cool. But just like you feel like, and I hate that the court make it like 90% the mother's obligation. I want my child. I may be bitter about that. Most men bitter about that because they want their child or they want to be in a
My
relationship
thing
with their
was
child.
being
Like,
put on it because I was doing stuff from day one.
if you can't handle that,
You know,
that's
but,
cool.
I mean,
Let me do
But
it.
it's not
what
that
it
I
is.
can't handle it. Maybe I just had a bump in the road.
But see, everybody, okay, your relationship
And
with
that
your
don't
baby
mean it
daddy is
don't
different
handle.
from
Yeah.
mine with my mom.
Everybody's
You know,
relationship is
you know what I
different,
mean?
right? But my baby daddy felt the same way, like how TJ felt like, oh, you know, I don't want to go through the court system. Like we have never went through the court
Right.
system, but we have to work on getting our communication up to par, and that has helped. But I'm not that type. I'm not bitter at all. Like you could do it as
Well,
long
that's
as
my
my
problem.
son's
My
safe,
problem, communication.
as long as you know all that. I don't care about what's going on. But I do not feel like it's so much easier to be a father than it is to be a mother, because a man can not do nothing financially and just could spend time whenever they want, be part-time fathers, but let a mama do that. Let a mama.
But hold on, Keith.
Ooh, he the truth. How he got on child support? He proved that as a negligent parent. She must be on dope or something. But
He
dude
said,
got the woman on child support. I need to go try that one. That's a quick come up, boy.
Boy, who you be my man?
I ain't got one yet, but I can go.
He said he got one yet. I don't think he want
I
one.
can go
pimp.
try it, man.
Fuck all that. But I mean, like I said, Kevin bring out good views, man. I mean, like, you know, at the same time, I mean, like,
Correct.
my thing was with mine, I would ask to get my child or get her if she wanted extra time. I always open that up to her, and I have no problem getting my child. You know what I'm saying? So,
what does CPS stand for?
Child Protective Services.
Child support is a part of child protecting services. If something happens to the direct owner of the child,
The domicile
they
parent.
will have to go through CPS
Yes.
My baby
before
daddy
it
not
makes
on
it to the
child
next
support.
one.
He don't take care of her financially or nothing. The only thing he do is see her every other day or every 2 days.
A question, is that all he could do? You got a nigga.
But
that's
you
true.
gotta
not saying
apply
that's
yourself,
wrong.
Smokey.
Not saying that's wrong.
Because guess what? Just
not
like you
saying
just said, if a mama
Hey,
couldn't do
you
it,
better-
there'll be a deadbeat mama.
You better remove the emotion. I'm not calling nobody a deadbeat. I'm
just
saying
saying.
remove all the emotion out of
But
these
why
decisions.
I gotta be? Why I'm trying just like you. I'm struggling just like you, but I'm gonna make it happen for my
But-
child.
so
So
this-
you have
so
a man
look,
has no excuse.
They don't. I'm not excusing nobody.
If you
Women.
make a child, whether you're on child support or not,
Yeah,
it's your
whether
responsibility
it's
as a man
man
to take
or
care of your
woman,
child.
whoever
period.
it is,
Child
man
support
or
and child
woman,
support.
it is not gender specific to taking care of the child. Like,
Correct.
communicate this, because sometimes y'all take the child just being like the child better
'Cause
with
you know
me,
they gonna hurt.
and let him take
But
the child.
I'm gonna tell you this, as far as women too, and I'm not saying all women. You have to still have that. Why are you looking like that?
Oh no, I'm reading.
You gotta have that. You gotta
Contact.
make that. You gotta have the line of communication. Like, I'm a communicator, so the problem that I have with mother of my child is communication. So it go both ways. So I mean, at the same time, we can sit there and call it co-parenting, but how is co-parenting if one party is communicating?
way less than 50%.
You gotta communicate.
I answered your question, Dominique. Diamond.
My baby. Then.
I already answered it.
Yeah. Way less than 50%. It's most definitely true. Yes. I'm not lying. That is.
Y'all going too slow. That's why y'all. I need somebody to move up on my seat.
Go ahead, Fish.
You see her with that hookah, huh? True. True.
Yes, Kiana, I cannot wait. I know Kiana
please
said that.
get on. I need to talk on the subject. With
All right,
somebody.
come on, my
If y'all
request
man
it.
had custody of y'all child or y'all baby mama wasn't doing nothing with or without. Me personally, it depends on the situation though. Like, I'm different. It depends on why she not doing nothing. What's she doing? Like, think about it. What if you got a man that's self-employed and he trying to build a business? Like, and maybe in 6 months, he may not be doing nothing right now, but in a year and a half, he could change all y'all life. Like, but he there, like you say, he there every 2 days,
Because I felt like when he was on his shit, he would take care of her. I can't communicate with him because every time I make a decision, he want to go against it. I'm involved with somebody else, and he don't want that. Co-parenting is not working at all. And Diamond, you know that I went through that. As far as like, I even memory came up on my Facebook for I say if you tell him to go left, just because you say left, he go right. that's the thing about, he's just not over you. That's how I feel. Like, he's not over you. He's not ready to for it to be all about his child, because he know that you was that person that motivated him. Like, he just want that relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't necessarily want you to move on, and he don't want that. So like I said, ain't nobody being no part-time. I don't care what you gotta go do, because I bet you every day you make sure you eat.
What you mean if he was on this shit? Like,
no, she's saying before, like, he was on his shit, something must have happened to her, you know. Like, if he was on his shit, he would take care of her. Because you said, well, you had asked her, is he able to do?
Right. So he really ain't able, but he still come and see her.
Make time to see her.
He's still trying to do something, but he ain't able.
He just can't do the financial part.
Watch this. Just because a baby live with you don't mean that you are able. You paying for a household and he paying for a household. The baby just live with you. You eat and the baby eat with you. Just like if the baby was with him, it would eat when he eat. Like, you're not able to do anything extra outside of your household. Just like you may not be able to do nothing extra outside of your household. Like, understand that.
But your child is an obligation, it's a priority.
Correct.
So with that being said, it's
so
mama,
that's how I feel like mothers already his house. All his bills, his responsibilities.
Mothers already take on the obligation without nobody verbally saying that. It's we're obligated as a mother to play all those roles. So when daddy can't come through, I still gotta do. But you get tired too. Women get tired too. Like, you know what I'm saying? We wanna.
Why he ain't working though? What's happening? She said he ain't working. You able to do everything? Keep doing.
I'm sorry, y'all. I know I look so up.
Yes, girl.
Oh, bitch. Well, what I was saying about it is the fact that I asked the child support situation is because I have a friend that's going through that same problem. Now, she took her baby daddy off child support, so that's understandable. With me and my child fathers got into it because of the fact that he put himself on child support, and I know the reason why he put himself on child support is because he didn't have a job at the time. So if you go get on child support, and he lives in Houston, if you go get on child support with Louisiana and you don't have a job, the minimum that you have to pay is like $240 something. That's fine when she was a baby. Now that my child is older and she's going to daycare and stuff, that's $600 out a month that I spend on just daycare, because that's $150 a week I spend on just daycare. So that's understandable that I'm about to sit here and pay $600 on daycare. I gotta pay my mortgage. I gotta pay water bill, light bill, food for her. She older. She not just drinking no milk off no wick. She drinking rich. She eating real food. I don't get food stamps. I don't get Section 8. I don't get none of that. So I'm paying all these bills by myself. While my child father, he on Instagram living it up in Houston in Atlanta this weekend, in Miami this weekend. No, I'm not about to pay all these bills by myself with no $240. Now that you have a job, I went and filed for an increase. So yeah, I did file for an increase as I should. I feel like as I should. My child didn't send me, and before I filed for the increase, don't get me wrong, like I didn't. I'ma say, don't get yeah, and then at the fact that I asked him prior before that, oh well, can you send Brent a case of wipes or a case of diapers or on top of the 240? Oh no, take it out her child support. Take out her child support where? How can I take it out of $249 and I'm paying $600 in daycare? That's not even 2 weeks of daycare. So yeah, I'm gonna file for an increase.
I think that men feel like child support is their half. So if you supposed to if you on child support, they're not to get nothing else other than that. And that's not how it is, because you're still a parent.
Exactly.
That's why I say do your best to not go with that system, because that's what that system is trying to create, to show you, like, to make you in a position like that's all he got to do until they make a decision. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yes, that's why he made the decision, because he was going to beat the system. Like, when you got dudes like that, do what you got to do. Like, take care of your family.
My child been going to daycare, or was like 5 months. Me and my mom was going like half and half. I felt as though I want more responsibility, so I ended up taking care of daycare till she gets to school. So I was paying $820 a month. That's like $300 a year. That's how I decided to do my own.
Go home and then come back. Tell us to be out the hills. Continue. Can you hear us
We
now?
they said they can't hear Dr. T. Who is that? Keezy? Oh, but
Can y'all hear us now? Chelsea, you can hear us?
she said, yeah, we can. Diamond said, yeah, we can.
Okay,
Oh,
fine.
still can't hear. I don't know.
So,
Somebody said they still can't hear. I don't know.
oh, so we got the period. Next caller. Apparently, I probably can't. Can y'all hear me now?
Hey, I got one comment I want to answer to the person with the 10 other baby mamas.
Hold on.
How many baby mamas he had before you?
I don't think they can hear.
No, exit out and come back again. Barely. Why we gotta be all that? Dang.
Can y'all answer? I mean, can y'all hear now?
What you screaming for? Answer what question? Hold up, we gotta go back up.
Okay, I must can't put people. Girl, you know Cricket be acting up.
If you ain't got no iPhone, don't request a
She
live.
did have an iPhone. You can tell.
Oh,
I think it's just the. Or my phone about to go dead too, so maybe that's why.
Well, you need to go get the
Girl, my
charger.
motherfucking speaker ain't bust. Ho.
Get the charger. Go back up. Let me read the question.
All right, sorry, but
Go back to
you
the
gonna have
10
to
baby
just
mamas.
you just gonna have to write us because baby,
I mean,
bitch, Cricket
yeah,
cutting up.
that was the one we left.
Hold on. Do you guys feel like a mom needs help with the kid that the dad should take the kid just because she needs help? That's what you said. I don't think that's.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said.
I didn't say that's the only reason, but yes, that can be an option. Yes, that can be an option.
If the mom needs help with the kid, should the daddy just take the kid just because the mama need help?
Whoever the best caretaker is for the kid should have the child. If you are not the best caretaker, then yes, relinquish your position because it is not about you being attached to your child. It is about the child and their position in life or wherever they're going. So if that is a result, yes, let that happen.
But they have, at the same time, they have baby mamas, bro, that have the baby fathers that, you know what I'm saying, are there willing and able to help. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might be hard up, and, you know, I got it. I mean, they got some good baby fathers out there, you know what I'm saying? They may not get the approval or pat on the back. I don't look for it, because that's my job.
That's supposed to do.
Whether I'm on child support or not, that's what I'm supposed to do.
All right, my baby daddy don't be bothered with my child unless we have dealings. If I don't be bothered with him, he don't be bothered with my child, and that's not fair when he has 10 other baby mamas.
I don't like that.
I see
and
a
I got
whole
one.
lot of,
I don't like that.
Right, I see a whole lot what number baby mama is you?
I see a whole lot of in that situation.
I don't like that at all. Because the thing about it, though, like, you allow that.
Back to the question.
How do y'all feel about your, those, why he not working? She said she don't know. How y'all feel about kids being around your ex's new girlfriend? Or baby daddy? I feel like this. That's my phone. I feel like this. I had this happen to me personally. My baby daddy had a girl around my child that I did not know about or nothing. First and foremost, that was the only thing that we agreed on when we split. If you have somebody around my child and it's serious, I would like to meet her because I want to know who around my child. Granted, I know that my baby daddy will not bring around my child around nobody that's not that don't have good intentions, but that does not secure me enough because I still want to know who's around my child. So they got engaged and everything, and I still didn't know who the girl was or nothing. I know her. I don't know her, but we've had a conversation now. But I feel like that's something that needs to be done just so you don't have nothing to say and I don't have nothing to say. Because if I would have moved on and would have had a man in front of his child before he had a female in front of my child, it would have been a whole big deal. So I feel like if you have your child, now if I'm just dealing with a man and he never met my child, then no, you don't have to know about him. But if he's around my child, and I feel like I owe you. I just think it's respect, me personally.
I think,
and honesty.
Respect, yes, but then like I say, still I can only speak on mine because it's certain things that I would do. I respect for my child's mother that my child's mother wouldn't do for me. But at the end of the day, I mean, I have a child that's around somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if we're not together or so-called co-parenting, I mean, at the same time, the concern, I mean, is no say so. You done moved on, did what you did. I done moved on, so I mean. That it happens. I mean, like my dad always told me, the choices you make in life are consequences. You know, the things it's gonna happen. You gotta just wise up in this. Do what you gotta do.
I personally feel that parents are truly over the romantic part of their relationship. They shouldn't mind have kids. It's not about that. For me, it's about me knowing, I guess because me and my baby daddy co-parent long distance. So I don't see my child for long periods of time, a month or 2 months. So when he come home and he ducking if I put my hand up, even though I don't whoop him, I want to know the only thing that's changed is you got a new girl around. So I need to feel secure that, not saying that my baby daddy will bring somebody around that will beat our child or nothing like that, because I know he not going for it. He know I'm not going for it. But I think it's just that thing of like, I want to be involved. I want to know who's around my child. And I feel like if this is my husband or soon to be my husband or somebody, I feel like we all family. I want everybody to get to know everybody. You know what I'm saying? So why hide that? It don't have nothing to do with you being over your ex or not being over your baby daddy. Like, why hide that?
A lot of times when people feel like somebody ain't over them, it's really you not over them. Check yourself. Start checking. If you feel like your partner or baby daddy or somebody is bitter, go look in the mirror. I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, it's really you.
Well, he have somebody around my child, and I don't even know the girl. That's another thing. Even though I told him about who I'm dealing with, he just want to be in control and can't do fuck.
Draw the line.
Boundaries.
Draw the line.
Boundaries is so very important. You have to create boundaries, and they need to know if you cross these boundaries, it's a consequence. Period.
It's just like
a man only.
Go as far as you let them. Yeah, women too. Women too. Period. That's just like if it's not a kid. If it's not a kid and somebody slap you in the face, you go slap them back. Like, all right, the day when he coming to pick his child up, hold the child. Like, what's up? Like, no, we got to talk. Like, who over there? I need to just get the business clear. And we can't tell you no exact way of how. Like, that's you. You know that person. Like,
right. You deal with a person based on how you know how to deal with them. I know one thing. I can get my baby daddy to communicate or respect my wishes by doing a certain thing. So I'm gonna handle him like that. And you know, sometimes they be men
don't
are
naturally
bitter
just be no ass.
Men are bitter too. Women are bitter. People are bitter. When you're hurt, you do shit and it's bitter. Like, I tried all that, y'all. I would have to hit him with my car.
Hey.
Who said that?
Speed
bump.
Speed bump, Diamond. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
stepping, boy.
Make him wake up, love. Hey, don't tell him I told you, though. I ain't trying to go to jail. Hey, look. Wake him up, man. You got to wake a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Some people just
some men are just bitch made, and you know, some women are just bitter.
Then at the same time too, it's not an excuse for any man to take care of their child. Because a lot of men that say, well, I ain't have no daddy. But if you didn't have no daddy, that should make you want to be more in your child life even more because you didn't have a child. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A daddy didn't have that. Right, correct.
With every person.
I know, and like, I do know how he is, Diamond. And I know how you are too. And I know that, especially behind your child, you a certain way. Like, you know what I'm saying? All mothers are. If you truly love your child, like, you just have that motherly instinct. But you're over him, so it's easier for you to give him that respect of like, hey, this my dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to feel comfortable, so here he is, he around our baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy for him because he just trying to get you back. He don't really like us. He just want, you know, he know that that's going to fuck with you, that you don't know who around your child. He know that that's going to mess with you, that you don't know the girl. So he can't get to you by the baby. He can't get to you by the
power. Man, you gotta show either male or female. That male.
And not necessarily, or he just don't know how to communicate. He not good with confrontation. He don't want to come, like, you know what I'm saying?
But you gotta show a male or a female vice versa that you're not pressed. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't.
But why you have to prove that?
You don't have to prove
that. You just do accordingly. You just whatever. Like what I do with my child mother. If I go pick up my daughter, because now it's a meeting spot. I got to the point now. I say, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. Let's meet up. I sit there, give her the bag, and I keep going. I don't have to rush with her.
I don't care what nobody says.
But you're over her, and right. And okay, so
the first thing people look for when dating somebody is looks. That's the number one thing. It can't nobody go around that because you look at the person.
I look at them teeth.
Everything.
I look at
dead at their face.
I look at that print too.
Looks. That's the number one thing. Looks. Yeah, looks don't lie.
Because you don't know that person.
You don't know that person. That's why.
After them looks fade, what else you want? What else you
But that's why you date. No, that's what we say.
Initially, on initial contact, you don't know this person. You don't know nothing. All you see is their physical appearance.
They tell you anything
so if they don't look good, to how do you look at their print and match them pants against.
Looks, everybody go out with looks. He looking at all that. You know what I'm saying?
What you be looking at?
I look at all that. That's
look
all.
at
You look at that ass, huh?
Man, I look at that.
You look at that ass?
If that's the first thing I saw, but once I look at that ass, I'm going up to the eyes. I got to look at the teeth. I got to look at everything. Like, and then I need to have a conversation.
Yeah, personality
Like,
is key too, man. I mean, the same
before
personality.
personality, if you can't talk, we can't talk. Like, they got some girls who really
can't talk.
Like,
They
don't know
can't
how
talk
to speak.
at all.
They
They
don't
not
know
speak
how
at
to
all.
have a conversation. We can't talk about nothing that ain't on
If I
Instagram.
can't
my
have a
friend
phone- if I
did
can't
this,
have a
my
phone
friend did
conversation
that, or this happened,
without
that
you
happened.
pausing, like,
I don't
you know what I'm
want to talk
saying?
about that.
Yeah, I feel like too with
You gotta have
me,
intellectual
like
conversations.
right.
Yeah.
That's the
Intellectual
thing on my
conversations,
list.
bro.
Like I need a man who know that we can talk about something deep, but we can also joke, laugh because that's my personality. Like I'm very outgoing. Like I want to experience new things. Like I don't want to do that same ass shit that you did with your ex, or not even with your ex. But that's something that you used to doing. Like I want to make memories. I want to be like, man, you remember when our first date we was in the woods and like some shit like that.
Memorable moments.
So.
Hey, post the topic if you like what we got going on. Keep posting topics so we can keep going.
How they say on YouTube,
but
like, post, subscribe.
Okay,
Yeah,
but they can be beautiful outside and ugly inside. I'm not really big on appearance. That's all you have when you first see a
That's all
person.
you have.
That's the only thing you know about them until they open their mouth. So you have no choice but to
But
go.
can't be big on appearance. Yeah.
Appearance matter because I don't want to be looking at no
You
booger
going
wolf.
off of, but you going off of a status quo. You going off somebody else assuming that this person gonna be ugly. No, you're attracted to that. Like that's not that you're not putting appearance to the side.
Would
You're
y'all date a
going off of
midget?
somebody else's appearance.
Then another thing too.
Fuck no, that shit is
A lot of
weird
things
as
too.
fuck. to me.
People go after.
Why
things
you
that
ask that?
People go after a certain type of person because they're used to.
Right.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Why did you ask that? Out of all questions, why would we
What'd
date
you
a
say?
midget? Come on,
They
man.
can get out too.
Where that question
Hey,
come?
let
You
me-
bored.
let me-
You is really bored.
Let me speak on the purpose part. Because me growing up, honestly, I used to love
He
big,
like
red
midgets.
females.
He like midgets. I can hear it already.
No,
Where
man.
you going? Where you going?
No,
He
I'm
finna
just
tell me
saying,
with
I'm just
that.
saying, being younger, I had a preference of dating red women. But as you
Me
get
too.
older, as you get older, I don't know what I started dating dark skin women. I love dark skin
Yeah.
women. It's like as me,
I switched over. I
as you
switched
think as a
sides.
boy, as you being a boy, you think as a boy. As you growing to be a man, you think as a man.
Right.
So I mean, at the same time, people have say, well, red women.
Dark
think it's
skinned
like,
women got more character than me.
And they coochie better. So I've heard. Anyways, honestly, appearance matters, but what keeps you honestly,
Oh, man.
appearance matters, but what keeps me talking to you would be your intellect, right?
I
But
like
you
my
don't know that. I don't like that with you. You gotta, yeah. If you're a surface level thinker, I can't do it. Laugh out loud. Life is so much deeper, right? And we need to be able to have
Smoking cigarettes and automatic
yes.
no for me
Automatic
on dating, whatever. I don't care how fine you is. You put a cigarette in your
Cigarettes,
mouth,
hell
it's a
no.
wrap.
a
I don't care.
cigarette, and if you got holes in your drawers,
We could be 10 years in the game. If you come home, talk about, babe, I was stressed, I smoked a cigarette, I'm liable to divorce you right there. Like, don't smoke. Ain't nothing in life that bad.
you probably drove that woman to fucking smoke.
Man, you better sniff a line of coke. I can't do cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
Cocaine horse.
I don't do the Joes. Can't do the Joes.
Oh my God. The looks gonna fade, and you can work with less than looks.
Yeah, but that's how it
That
start
was
off. You
personality
can't
comes
But
knock
we're
that.
saying
You can't knock that.
initially,
Your
what you
initial,
see.
your first opinion is based on.
But I don't know, black don't crack.
They showing don't in that pressure
He
pack.
like y'all Caucasians.
If you're a surface level,
I already read that one. I did all that. See, y'all be slow. I be going through them.
Well,
Go ahead, sister.
we talking.
You say you go after personality. A person can put on a front and misguide you. You never know how. Yes, who has a mask on until shit gets deep.
But you done been through some shit though. You can automatically.
And one
read
thing
that
too, like I said yesterday, you do not know how deep it is, but they give you red flags. First of all, but you choose to overlook that because you really like that person.
Let's explain red flags.
Okay, well I ain't gonna say red flags, but they do some shit that you really not.
And it's not necessarily do. Watch this.
But I ain't gonna better put it on.
It's not something that your opinion don't go to it. It's something like you ever just somebody did something and then you got a feeling inside your body that just irks the hell out of you. Like it just aggravates you that they did that one thing. That's your body disagreeing with something that you don't like. Like that's a red flag. A red flag is not, oh, he did that, I don't like that. No. When you got something inside of you that really disagree with what somebody doing, like it's gonna really hurt you. It's gonna really drive you. That's a red flag. Do not ignore them flags and say, "Oh, it was just that."
Oh, he just had a bad
maybe I'm
day.
just tripping. Or no, you are not just tripping. You feel that way for a reason. Like that was a wig.
Nah. Do it.
I wish a motherfucker was on my wig.
I'm about to say, oh my Jesus.
All right, what if y'all dating a person and you fall for them, then you find out they missing a limb?
You ain't fall. Wait. Hold up. Missing a limb? Like how you fall for them and then find out they missing a limb? That makes sense.
Oh my God.
Hey,
like,
man.
Yeah, that's intuition. Yes.
Boy.
Missing a limb, you mean
Yeah,
like if you fall in love like this, and then
I didn't know what kind of wine you drink, liquor you drink. I'm gonna have all it.
Where's Ash Porter? Where you at right now?
She at work.
Where's work? Where you working at?
About that.
You got a brain like Tyler Perry. You need to write a book or something.
Real.
What about not knowing when someone is being genuine because of what you're used to experiencing with men or women? Of course, it's trust issues, but how would you overcome that? I'd say this. I'm going to hold everybody at their own standards, which means that I'm not going to take, like, if I have trust issues, I'm not going to be like, oh, he was just like my ex. Like, well, okay, let me think about it first. I don't want to say something that, like, contradict what I was previously saying. But like Gary L said, the mask go come off eventually. It's up to you to really follow that, like, oh yeah, like shit, my intuition, something ain't right. That's how we know when men cheating, because we don't necessarily find nothing. We don't have to go through their phone. It's just something off. Our body like, yeah, you need to.
Hey, look, what this? With relationships, the best advice I can give anybody on relationships, if your goal is marriage is like a tower, like a 12-story building. In order to build a 12-story building, like before they build it, the foundation that they have under that, they had to dig concrete. They had to dig all the dirt all the way up, like pour concrete and sticks and slabs down a certain amount of foot in order to go so high. If you got a 12-story building, let's say you got to go down 500 feet. If you got a 9-story building, you go down 300 feet. Whatever you want, you just got to dig deeper. Stop relying on love or looks or they make you feel good. You really need to.
It's just the risk, like Ariel. Basically, that's what you're saying. Like, you know, you have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt until they decide to show you who they really are. Right. And you're going to get that if you have deep intellectual conversations, which should be with a partner. Like, you know, if you're interested in your partner, you should be able to have them conversations. You should be able to ask them, man, how your home life was? That's what I'd be interested in. Right. How you grew up? Like, you know what I'm saying? What values? What are your core values? Like, you know, that's what I want to know. And you will find out a lot about a person, and you don't have to ask the small questions because, you know.
Man, if my woman cheated on me with a woman, I would feel just like I did if it was a man. Cheating is cheating.
Work on you. Hold yourself accountable for how you are viewing things because of your traumas, and take what they say for what it is. Don't try making it deeper.
Correct.
Yes. Correct. Self-analyzation is very important because if I say, oh girl, he lied, like he cheat, he this. So who am I to even be with a nigga, to attract a nigga like that?
Check yourself first. That's all. That's the number one thing with everybody on the live when you writing comments. Oh, they this, they that. I can't communicate with them. I can't do this. Figure out why you can't. Majority of the time, why you can't communicate is because you can't. Like, look at yourself. Find other ways. Talk to yourself first.
Yes. And another thing, too, what that is, like, we carry on our traumas because that's just in us. See how easy it is? Like, you carry on traumas because that's what's in us. And that's why you have to speak stuff to heal it, because if you carry those traumas and those triggers, anything a man or a woman do go instantly make you shut down because that's a trigger for you. But if you express like insecurities, like if I say, man, like I just hate the way I look, like I hate my stomach, like I got stretch marks, I got this and I got that, and then when you and your dude get into it, that's what he's playing on your insecurities because he know that that's what's gonna hurt you. So I said that to say, when somebody do express their insecurities or, you know, their traumas, never play on that, because now I'm gonna feel like I can't even tell you nothing, because when mad day come, you know, now it's a trust issue, because now I can't even, you know.
Mad Day is a character flaw to all the people who's watching this. If you react on a mad day, you have
Correct.
a huge character flaw. You need to go check yourself.
But you see it and attracted it. So what's in you that attracted it? Correct. It's something from your past, or it's something that you've seen. It's something. That's why I say women or people who are in abusive relationships, they identify when your mom verbally abuse you, and verbal abuse is bitch pick this up, calling out your name. When she get mad at you, she's saying all type of stuff. Your mama love you, so you represent that with love. So you're gonna get a man who disrespects you, and you're gonna stay because your mama did that. You know what I'm saying? Your mama talks to you crazy, but you know your mama love you, so you go reflect. You that's gonna have the same reflection to you. Like, oh, he loved me. You know, you're so used to that, and it's gonna take a man to come around and say, "Girl, look, no, indeed, you don't deserve that." Like, you know what I'm saying? But we about to get off because my phone about to die. So thank y'all, and Ash Porter, baby, we could not just shoot till 5 o'clock because that's
and we posted our cash app. If you really support, support. Like, energy ain't free, information ain't free. We love y'all, but hit that cash app with a couple dollars if y'all want to see a backdrop or some ring lights or a microphone that somebody said they was go donate.
Janae, so-called claim. We're gonna be waiting on.
If you donate your microphone, we accept that. Thank y'all. Have a nice day.
That's not how it is. Talking with a twist. Talking with a twist. Talking with All right, but y'all, thank y'all so much. Girl, I ain't answering that one more question, Ash, because I know it's gonna be something crazy because how you see it. But thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for all the shares, all the views. Thank y'all for being active. This was definitely another dope segment, another dope topic, and I really appreciate y'all. Like, I can't believe how many views I'm getting. Like, it's only gonna get better when I get all my equipment, which is supposed to be coming like shortly, really soon, by next week. But I'm definitely going to keep these side videos, and we just gonna go off of that. Every day it's gonna be a new topic, and like I always say, I want everybody to have mental awareness and just be mentally aware of everything that's going on. And just mental health as a whole. So this is my guest, TJ.
Wow, my dog, what up?
And Harvey was also on here. And thank you, Mai.
What's the one question, Ash? Because you stayed the whole time. What's the question?
And
what's the
Harvey was on here. Thank you, Harvey, for being my guest. It was so nice talking to you. And my Keisha,
I got you.
Thank you for coming on. I'm definitely gonna have you on one of these. So yes.
Ash probably hung up.
Thank y'all.